All right, why don't we get into this? It's a slow news day, so we're kind of cleaning up some of the stuff around us today. Karen Meyer is a
drunk whore.
Oh no, she's deaf, Anthony. She's a deaf reporter.
I thought you were going to say something different.
She's a deaf reporter, and she works for ABC.
Hey, she can't hear it.
She works for ABC 7 in Chicago.
Yeah,
and she only reports on disability issues.
Yeah, they do that in every big city. Has like the disabled person that does the disabled stories.
Well, that's not stereotyping. If you said we don't want a disabled person to do the disabled stories, they'd be screaming and yelling and causing a ruckus and marching those that can.
Well, usually the Asian reporter does the Asian stories. They have the black reporter doing the
Asian
black
stories.
The Asian. Whenever there's a story here in New York in Chinatown, there's always like, Lee Wang goes over there and does his story.
Absolutely. Anytime there's something about genital resizing, they're right on it.
And they send the black reporter to Harlem.
Yeah, and
we've seen
Puerto Rican reporter does the Puerto Rican stories. It's always very racially separatist.
Yeah,
when they do those things, and then the handicapped reporter they had was here in New York was a guy in a wheelchair. And he would do the handicapped stories, but he would do the same dramatic. You know when they go to the camera shot of the reporter, and the reporter's maybe on a sidewalk in a neighborhood doing the story, and he slowly starts walking toward the camera?
They walk into
before they
shot.
go to the tape piece. Yeah. He would, I swear to you, be sitting there and then roll toward the camera.
Yeah.
Like same choreography or whatever you want to call it.
Struggling.
Same thing. And he's like, I got to get up to speed.
Why don't you sit still, you daffy bastard?
No, here's what they ought to do. They ought to start the shot with the camera pointed at nothing, and then you hear like the ruffle of the camera, and then it aims down at him. You see him just sitting there like a dope.
Like, hello, I'm here. Yeah. I'm down here, ready for my report.
Hey,
well, you hear him talking, you just see the top of his head. That's how it should be.
So she's a deaf...
I see drunk people.
Report.
Thank you, Ray Moore from Pittsburgh.
Please, can we hear this deaf audio? I have to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're running out of show.
When are you drunk, Haley? All the time.
I see drunk people. Some of them don't even know they're alcoholics.
He was swerving out of the way because there were dead people in the road.
Right.
You can understand that, right? All right, so Karen Meyer, deaf reporter, ABC 7, Chicago, only reports on the disability issues of Chicago. Here we go.
It's estimated that every school in America is likely to have at least one child with Tourette syndrome. And these children are often misunderstood. ABC 7's Karen Meyer.
And unfunny.
Let's play a little game. Let's play a little game.
Yes, sir.
Guess when the deaf reporter speaks.
All right. That sounds like a fun game.
All right.
Let me listen closely.
All right, because the first two, obviously, maybe one of them were deaf. I don't know.
I couldn't tell.
Let's start again here. It's a report on Tourette syndrome. It's Karen Meyer. She'll be in this piece eventually, and just guess when she starts talking.
It's estimated that every school in America is likely to have at least one child with Tourette syndrome. And these children are often misunderstood. ABC 7's Karen Meyer joins us with more about that. Karen?
Tourette syndrome.
Oh, no. What is she saying?
Repeat it.
Victim of the modern age,
Oh, come on.
Why is that on the news?
What?
The only way I'd accept that is if she did the nightly news and did all the stories.
Stop laughing at me! Stop laughing at me! You stop laughing at me! And that's stop laughing at me! You're stupid!
Oh, brother.
Hey, can we hear more of old tar ears?
Hello, Grand Rapids.
Yeah. Hello? Hello? Is this thing on? Hello?
Please hear more of her. Please let me hear her again.
I know. We must hear her now uninterrupted because I want to try to see if
I want to hear. I want to see if I can understand one word this bird is saying.
What the hell is she saying?
Could you put on Walkman-less?
Me? Trying to change banks.
Put on unopened iPod. I want to hear what she says.
Let's now go to reporter Karen Meyer out in the field. Karen.
You're on.
You're on, Karen. Karen Meyer. Karen!
Karen, someone cue Karen.
Yeah.
Poker with a pin.
Yeah. That's the signal. They just wave in front of her, clap in front of her dumb face.
We're going to have to tease this because we're running out of show. All right, well, let's try this again.
It's estimated that every school in America is likely to have at least one child with Tourette syndrome. And these children are often misunderstood. ABC 7's Karen Meyer joins us with more about that. Karen?
Tourette syndrome is a neurological disorder that is characterized by involuntarily thick and repeated vocalization. The onset of the disability occurs before the age of 18.
Does it?
Hello, exactly.
He does these impersonations. I swear, you would think it was the real people.
Wow.
Hello, exactly.
Shut up!
Wow.
Come on.
Who's not enjoying that?
On.
Who's not? I would make her sing the report.
It almost sounds like
She's doing she's doing a little sing thing.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
What's she saying, Iraq?
I don't know.
Wow. Well,
we really have to continue talking about it.
I need to hear it 20 times.
Can I tell you how great it would be to see her doing the report on a train tracks with that little white light showing up behind her?
Oh, damn, we're going to have to continue that. Bring that audio. Must hear again.
Please bring that audio.
muffled voice, radio show busting on, just updated, hold on, wow. A lot of people with instant feedback today. Radio show busting on deaf people. What a tough target, guys.
Yeah.
Faggot.
I know. I'm an easy target.
An instant message. We're tough targets, too.
All right, someone remind us that tomorrow on this side of the show we'll continue with this bit. Because everyone has to hear this bit. All right, because she does a story on Tourette's. She does a story on animals with disabilities.
I'm standing here on the side of the freeway, and I just want to report that I'm here in the middle of the road, and there's something about double yellow lines.
Karen, get out of the way. Karen, we're concerned for your safety. Ooh, I hope she's okay. Here's Todd with sports. All right, we started this yesterday. We got to get back into it.
That running gun battle there that's on the news this morning.
What
Good
happened?
story. They're showing on all the news things. It's a cop, I guess, pulled over a pickup truck with a couple of guys in it, confronts him. Passenger gets out and just point blank right at the cop's chest, boom, shoots. I guess the cop's okay, though.
Yeah.
And then just both of them, the driver and the passenger, then just started unloading on the cop. Whew, vicious.
Guys in pickup trucks.
Yeah, gotta watch out. Yeah, great. Now they're doing some stunt.
Why are they shooting paintballs
At a car?
They're showing a cop video.
Because it's WB11 News.
Well, they also had a chimp playing poker this morning.
Yeah, they had a chimpanzee playing poker, which was just adorable.
Attention, WB11 in New York. World War III has begun.
Yeah.
Hello?
World War III.
Has begun. Let's have a chimp play poker instead.
Yeah.
Because we can't do that type of heavy lifting over there.
Every other every other station has somebody in Lebanon, somebody in Israel, but WB has a group of people around a table playing poker with a chimpanzee.
And it was so cute because the chimp started throwing the chips.
It was hysterical.
It was unbelievable. I didn't expect that whatsoever.
There's nothing cuter than a chimp dressed like real people.
Yep.
In a little hat. And nothing cuter when they're dressed in an engineer uniform.
Yes.
Like they're just going to drive a train. Oh, adorable.
But they're really not.
Of course they're not.
Chew off one of your
How
toes.
angry would they be? They'd be crashing into other trains because they don't know how the switches work. But it would be the cutest train wreck ever.
All right, here we go.
Chimps.
We started this yesterday, and we only got through 30 seconds of the
30 seconds, and then the show ended, damn it.
Dr. Ian Smith, I don't know if you're going to love this one.
It's a little
I don't know if you have the sense of humor we do.
I'm open-minded. Come on.
I don't know if you have the cruel sense of humor.
I think your doctor ethics will keep you from finding this humor.
Yeah, I think so,
That's what I think.
I don't.
There could be a nice contrast here.
Yeah.
Because we love this stuff. It's cruel, and we can't help but laugh.
Now, a lot of people see this as exploitation on our part, which it is. We're exploiting
At least we'll admit
audio
it. At least we'll admit it to
for
the
our
people.
program.
Right.
That's what we do. But it is purely exploitation of the station that hired this woman as a gimmick. It is a gimmick. There is no real need to hire her as a reporter when she is very hard to understand. That should be a prerequisite of being a television news reporter, is that you can speak clearly and people will understand you. Just because you're handicapped doesn't mean you're the one that has to do the handicapped stories. But that's what they did. And sometimes it's a guy in a wheelchair. We had that guy in New York. I don't know. I haven't seen a blind guy yet. That'd be interesting. I'm standing next to a tree. Get by the building. You're supposed to be talking about. But they got a deaf girl, which is fine, but you really can't understand her. It's distracting from the story, and it's purely gimmick, and it's exploitation.
All right, so her name is Karen Meyer. I guess she's pretty famous up there in Chicago.
Can I preface it? Keep us out of
ABC
trouble?
TV. Huh?
Did I preface it well enough to keep us out of trouble?
Yeah, I'm hoping.
I doubt it.
Karen Meyer is a deaf reporter on ABC 7 Chicago.
What?
And she only reports disability issues. That's her job.
If she's so good, why don't they give her the other stories?
Yeah.
She's a genuine reporter.
So she does a report on Tourette syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
And we started this yesterday by trying to guess when she starts talking.
Because you get the intro from the one reporter, so you guess at home. It's your job to guess when the deaf reporter starts in. Listen closely.
Here we go. We're going to try this again.
It's estimated that every school in America is likely to have at least one child with Tourette syndrome. And these children are often misunderstood. ABC 7's Karen Meyer joins us with more about that. Karen?
Sophia, Tourette syndrome is a neurological involuntarily sick and repeated vocalization. The onset of this disability occurs.
All right, listen.
There's something wrong with the tape. It's not playing right.
Yeah, did you slow that down or
All right, listen. We're going to try
play
to
it backwards?
We're going to try to play it through finally. That's like the third time we've started this tape.
Yeah, let's see if you could really understand what she's saying.
She has like a sing-song delivery or something.
Ding dong.
They have a deaf person reporting about
Tourette's, yeah.
Tourette's
come
syndrome.
on.
Tourette's wouldn't even bother her.
That isn't begging to be made fun of.
Yeah, I mean,
Nothing
come
is.
on, you guys.
Can't hear it.
Come on.
She's a
It's
goof.
estimated that every school in America is likely to have at least one child with Tourette syndrome. And these children are often misunderstood. ABC 7's Karen Meyer joins us with more about that. Karen?
Sophia,
Reporter's
Tourette
misunderstood.
syndrome is a
Well, I heard her say the names of the reporters.
Thank you. Was it thank you, Sophia, or did she say both reporters' names or something?
I think she said
I don't know. Or I'm sitting on a sofa. What did she say?
With more about that. Karen?
Sophia, Tourette syndrome is a neurological disorder that is characterized by
What'd she say? I heard Tourette syndrome.
Is a neurological disorder, and then she lost me.
That causes you to talk like you have marbles in your mouth and you're a sing-song ass.
You heard?
Wow, Jimmy's good.
Yeah, I picked that up. It's hard to tell, but I hear very well.
I heard Tourette syndrome, and then that's when she lost me.
Is a neurological disorder.
You heard?
I heard neurological disorder that.
Okay.
That
and
causes
then-
you to hear things like all sound is being filtered through a garbage bag of socks.
Tourette syndrome is a neurological disorder that is characterized by involuntarily tick and repeated vocalization. The onset of this disability
Involuntary tics and
occurs
repeated
before the age
vocalization.
of 18.
No, over there.
If they ask me why I'm doing some of the weird things I do, I'll just tell them that I have Tourette's and explain what it is.
What did you do?
During the mid to late 1800s.
14-year-old Leanne Pfister is finishing up her freshman year at Wheaton Warrenville South High School. Her tics are not always noticeable.
Sometimes when I'm waiting in lines at anything like amusement parks, I have a leg kicking tic, and it gets hard because I start kicking people on accident.
She does have trouble writing.
When I'm at school, instead of writing, I can use a keyboard because it is hard for me to write because of the Tourette's. And also, I'm given extra time to take tests.
Is she unfunny at stand-up?
No, she's not Kathy Buckley. Let's say hi to Mary in New York.
Hi.
Mary.
I love you guys. I think you guys make me laugh. I drive around in my car all day. I'm a home phlebotomist.
You're a what?
She's a home phlebotomist.
She draws blood at people's homes. She goes around homes sucking blood.
What are you, a vampire?
Yeah, vampire.
What a
Yes,
ghoul.
Nosferatu. Yes, that's me.
I am a phlebotomist. Let's shoot this.
How did you decide to become a phlebotomist?
Well, actually, I have a thing for vampires. No, but
You're a card.
No, for real. But
No.
I really want to hear the deaf girl say phlebotomist. If she gets it wrong, you hit her.
Mama?
I'm sorry.
Just say what you want to say.
No, phlebotomist.
I wanted to say that I didn't know that Cartman from South Park was doing news. That he was a real character.
Do you know? We'll ignore that. Do you know that? I was arrested once and I was thrown in jail, and a larger man phlebotomized me.
Thank you, Mary.
Was that a joke she was saying?
Yeah,
yes, it was.
It was a cute joke.
But it was a good one. It was like in a Trojan horse surrounded by boring things.
We like phone calls like that. It just proves we really don't have to try too hard on this show.
I didn't know you could be a home phlebotomist.
Go back to phlebotomy.
Phlebotomist at
They go
home.
through, well, phlebotomy is when they go through your skull and remove the funny part of your brain.
All right, here we go.
Frontal phlebotomy.
More about the Tourette's girl.
Leanne was diagnosed with Tourette at the age of 2.5. Her mom, Susan, said she started with an eye blink.
Why does she have to lisp? Does she
She
lisp?
lisps too. Oh boy, that's tough.
She's bugging me.
That is rough.
But if you have a lisp, why would you take care of that? Who cares?
Think about it though. If you couldn't hear anything, because you're bad enough when you put those goddamn headphones on and you play the music and someone asks you something. Yeah. No, we'll do it tomorrow. Like you instantly start talking like that.
That's my favorite thing to do when Opa's bothering me in the airport.
Oh, yeah.
I become guy who doesn't know he's talking too loud with the headphones on, fella.
Yeah, because Jimmy always puts his headphones on even in the airport before you even get on the plane.
So it's great just to talk really loud.
And he's got the old school headphones, by the way.
Yeah, very big.
Really
so
big.
then anything he says, he's in the airport, there's, you hungry? You want to get something to eat?
You want to grab some food or something? And it's just embarrassing. Her whole life is like that.
People get so pissed.
Leanne was diagnosed with Tourette at the age of 2.5. Her mom, Susan, said she started with an eye blinking tic.
The doctor said that it was a nervous tic, but then it just kind of spread, the tic spread down the body.
All right. Do you want to continue or you want to move on to another one? We got a few others from her.
A few other stories?
Yeah, well, she's the star of the show. So
Yeah.
I mean, kid.
Tourette's is Tourette's. We can make fun of that another day. We want to make fun of the deaf reporter today.
Right now we're going after the hearing impaired.
Right.
I'm Louis Twitter. Are you?
Someone on the instant feedback is saying they know exactly what she's saying, actually. Inagata da vida. Story about animals with disabilities. So you got the deaf reporter.
Disabilities. All right already.
Animals.
We get it. You're disabled, and that's all you talk about at parties.
Doing a story about animals with disabilities.
Did you know that dog? No, I didn't know that.
Here we go. This one could be a little better.
Her saying, Sophia, it is almost impossible for animals with disability to survive in nature. The Brookfield Zoo is an ideal safe haven for these animals.
What?
I believe it's impossible for disabled animals with disabilities to survive in nature, and this zoo is a perfect place for them.
She can't be doing well in Chicago. It takes too much effort to try to figure out what she's saying.
I'd watch it all the time, though.
Yeah.
See, anything, and I'm sorry, it is like a freak show. It's kind of, it's a freak show. There was a guy on the news, with half a head. Wouldn't you watch him?
Oh, yeah.
Watch the half a head guy last night? Oh, yeah. Half a head guy kicks ass.
She should do all the headlines, and with her should be a really impatient, old, loud guy who's always just talking loud until she looks, what?
I can't hear. With those big old hearing aids. Yeah. What is she saying?
You would watch every day. The point we're making is they're exploiting her.
That's right.
But they're making...
Yeah, they certainly are. Like we're not.
Oh, no, but the difference is we admit it.
Exactly.
Like you said earlier, I'm just reiterating what you said, that the only reason she's on is because it's a freak show.
Yeah, and they know that'll bring in some viewership.
All right, back to the story about animals with disabilities.
Her saying, Sophia, it is almost impossible for animals with disability to survive in nature. The Brookfield Zoo is an ideal safe haven for these animals.
So this is Harley.
Woof, woof. That's a deaf dog. No. Woof. Woof.
Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Just sits there and starves to death. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Stupid dog.
Nothing. Not a thing.
Yeah.
Ear doesn't even twitch.
Fetch! He just sees the paper go over his head and doesn't know what to do with it. Just looks at it. Why'd you throw it? Why are you throwing paper over my head? Forget it.
Man's best burden.
Exactly. Oh, the first time you walk in, it just darts out into traffic, gets its head clipped by a Buick. Now it's handicapped because it's got no head.
A trending story of a dog without a head that would then.
I didn't know animals could be have disabilities.
Handicapped.
I didn't know animals could have disabilities.
They're not.
Because I thought nature took care of all that.
They're broken.
Because they're smart. Not like us humans. We have to say everything.
Yeah, we humans are disabled. Animals are busted. They're broken.
And they don't survive.
And you got to gas them or something. You do what you do.
We as humans have too much love in our heart. We got to save everything.
Don't we?
Years ago, Harley, the deaf sea lion, came to Brookfield Zoo from California.
He was on a beach in Sausalito, and being deaf, he could not hear the public approaching him, which is not safe for either himself or for the public.
Wait, what animal's deaf?
What was it?
What kind of animal was deaf? And
did we miss that?
I don't know.
It's not a dog.
What is it?
I don't think.
Is it a sparrow?
Is it a dolphin?
I don't know. Let's go back a couple seconds here and see if we can figure this out.
3 years ago, Harley, the deaf sea lion, came to Brookfield Zoo from California.
A sea lion?
He was on a beach in Sausalito, and being deaf, he could not hear the public approaching him, which is not safe for either himself or for the public.
Well, what animal's deaf there, Danny?
Sea lion.
A sea lion?
Yeah, it's a sea lion. I tried to chop it down a little because there was too much of the other reporter talking, so I just wanted.
You could hear her say it there. A deaf sea lion. It's very like.
A deaf sea lion?
Sea lion.
She's doing a story about a deaf sea lion.
Because she's deaf.
I hate sea lions. They're just so punchable. How do you not punch a sea lion when you see it?
They're adorable when they're little.
Exactly.
Then they grow up into those big, oafish-looking things.
More importantly, you don't know where to punch it.
Yeah, it's just
it's like
big, roly-poly, fat thing.
What's the swimming slug with the mustache?
Yeah, oversized slug with little flippers. Yeah, a mustache.
With the Joel Siegel mustache.
Big fat slug walking out of a movie premiere.
Well, guys, the next story, we're just about done here. She does a story on the female gorilla, the female gorilla that has arthritis.
Stop it.
They also said the gorilla had BlackBerry thumb. Stupid is this story.
At 8-pound beta, 45-year-old female gorilla has osteoarthritis in her hip.
That resulted in a hip replacement surgery. So she has artificial hips on both sides. She also has severe spondylosis, which means that her spinal cord is essentially fused and is a solid rod. We're all set on exhibit.
Zookeeper Greg Dimistro says they developed a physical therapy program for her.
physical therapy, hip replacement, spine surgery. It's like, and every day we pass a homeless guy on our walk.
Yeah.
Whose legs are ready to rot off his body.
Yeah.
Yet a gorilla gets millions of dollars of surgery.
Exactly. And can't even say thank you.
No.
Stupid thing pets a kitten. It's every paper.
It would eat your face given the opportunity.
If the thing was able to talk, it would probably tell us it just wants to die.
Yeah. Excuse me.
You know what? I'm a wreck. Just let me go.
I'm a gorilla.
I'm a gorilla.
We're animals. We realize the sensibility in just saying enough is enough. Don't replace my hips.
And animals don't have filters, so you got to think the rest of the gorillas are just making fun of the gorilla with arthritis.
The first thing they do is for its food, they just start to bite its hip replacement area. They bite its hip stitches.
Just instinctive, yeah. They smell that a human was there.
Yeah.
Just bite its hips.
Oh, here's her outro. Karen Meyer, the deaf reporter from Chicago.
How funny would that be? Just pulls out its stainless steel hip and throws it at its head.
Let me guess what her outro is. Okay, and they're going back to the studio.
Matt and the What?
Which is not so bad. If you want to meet these wonderful animals, the Brookfield Zoo is located off of First Avenue between the Stevenson and Eisenhower Expressway.
Good
the
directions.
Zoo is open every day of the year.
I'm in Guam. What happened?
That's amazing what they can do.
Oh, and the reporter's got that's amazing what they could do.
I'm talking about her.
Yeah, they're
that guy's my friend. I know that guy.
Deaf people.
Oh, really?
Jose Sanders.
Oh, really?
You know everyone.
WLS, Chicago.
Did you sleep with him, you faggot?
Hey! Hey, come on.
Teasing, of course. Stupid
I'm a
news.
friend of the show.
I know.
That's why we kick you.
We tease because we love.
Thank you. Kicking where it counts.
Yeah.
All right, we'll have more of that fine reporter in the coming weeks. What do you got?
Please.
All right, let's do a little Karen Meyer.
Outrageous.
Local flavor.
Opie. That'd be good.
What?
Outrageous Opie.
Outrageous Opie Hughes.
Something. Yeah, but no, it's got to be another goofy name or something.
The Art of the A-Hole. Karen Meyer, she's a deaf reporter. Look, man, I don't get it.
Yeah, there are certain.
Look, she wants to be in broadcasting or journalism, whatever. Then write.
Hey, there you go. But there are certain news agencies that like putting handicapped people to do the handicapped stories. Black people do the black stories. Asian people do the Asian stories. It's very separatist, the news, if you've noticed.
What are white people supposed to report on? Just financial success and nice things?
Milk and cookies today.
We had that crime reporter. Is he still on TV? The guy in the wheelchair that would roll in?
Yeah, he would do the same thing. He'd roll into the camera thing.
You know how reporters have to walk into the shot? He'd roll in.
Yeah, they'd start far away from the camera, and then you could tell right when they go to the shot, they'd start walking toward the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Right here in this quiet neighborhood as he's walking toward the camera. Well, the wheelchair guy would do the same thing. He'd be there, they'd go to him, and he'd slowly start rolling toward the camera. Like both the camera and him doing a dolly shot of each other.
Well, Karen Meyer, she's a deaf reporter, and you can't understand what she's saying.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're deaf.
This is where we need Chicago's help. Do they have the words on the screen?
Oh, is it subtitled? We would know that if we were local.
Yeah, we would.
No, we wouldn't, because we'd turn this off every time this mumbling idiot got on television. Who watches her?
Well, she did a story
What'd she say
about Latinos.
Did she?
With mental illness.
Ugh.
Keeping with the handicapped story thing.
I dare you to understand what she's saying.
That's right.
I defy you to understand one word out of her mouth.
The art of the deaf.
Mondo hearless.
The art of the soundless. She hears nothing. She just opens her mouth and dog-like noises spew out of her hole.
Yes, we know this is an easy target, but we can't
That's why we're hitting it.
We can't help ourselves.
What are you supposed to do when somebody throws a curveball? Let it pass or knock it over the fence?
Right.
This is a curveball. Her whole life is a curveball. Thank you.
And don't worry, she's not going to hear the abuse.
Yeah.
Hanging curves.
Then no one sign it to her either.
Yeah, really.
You have rat outs.
Don't be a buzzkill.
Don't do, with your hand. And then those mother.
That's not very nice.
Well, here we go. Here we go.
And by the way, before anybody calls up, do you enjoy making fun of the handicapped? We certainly do.
Right.
Yes.
More than breathing.
It's too easy. We like the easy.
The Latino population in Chicago certainly has grown in the last decade.
The demand for health care has also increased, especially for those with mental illness. And ABC 7's Karen Meyer joins us with more this morning. Good morning.
Good early morning, Stacey and Kevin. In response to the number of Latinos on Chicago's southwest side, Threat has established a mental health center who specializes in programs for Spanish-speaking individuals with mental illness.
Wait, can you pause that for a minute? This is where political correctness is. Spanish-speaking individuals with mental illness.
Yeah.
Retarded Puerto Ricans. Why do you have to have all those words? God, the deafer you are, the less you should say.
Right.
You don't
It's just
add
easier
words.
for you.
Let's say hi to Frank in Chicago. Frank.
Morning, boys. How are you?
Good morning, Frank.
I got to tell you, they do put the words on the screen for it. The closed captioning just.
That's great.
All right. That's what we need.
And for more local flavor, it's 70 degrees in Naperville.
Oh, thank you, Fred.
Hey, thank you.
Hey, you guys are welcome.
That's good. That's good to know. I'm going to be strolling Michigan Avenue later.
Oh, you are?
I can spend some of my money finally.
Take a nice walk.
Yeah, why not?
Big hello to St. Charles.
Back to the story.
Yeah.
Spanish-speaking individuals with mental illness. Located in the Chicago neighborhood, Threat Southwest Center is a busy place. The center opened 2 years ago.
Okay, terrific.
What? What?
Why? Arr! Why?
Oh, victim of the modern age. Poor girl.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, oh dear Lord.
Well, she'll explain the services of the mental health center here in this clip.
Good.
Threat Southwest serves people from the age of 18 to 60 years old. They provide counseling, case management, employment training, housing, and socialization.
Stop it!
Maria began the road to recovery.
How about
2
some
years
energy?
ago.
Stop it!
Diagnosed with a psychotic disorder. She's been hospitalized 3 times.
Hello?
This is downright depressing. I don't want to watch this.
I think it's a hoot. It's actually all I want to watch. They should have pop-up videos over her head, which just mean like a cartoon train run behind her that she doesn't hear. Bloop. Or a horse and buggy running her over.
You have her in front of a green screen, and you could just put in video of a train coming at her with her. Not a clue.
Whenever she talks, they should just be cartoon figures drawn behind her that are yelling, "Shut up!" Fred and Wilma.
Our listeners are going to do exactly that. You just gave them a project. Nate in Chicago. Nate.
Hello.
Let's go,
Yes,
Nate.
sir.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey.
Hey, it's Ed. They only put that girl on it right before the soap operas at noontime, so nobody's watching.
Oh, really?
They do. Well, they get the women watching, and they're all, sympathetic.
Yeah.
So they can feel good about themselves, that they're doing something nice for somebody?
Absolutely. All them heartwarming stories.
Yeah. That's
Punch it up,
nice.
boys.
All right, thank you, sir.
Oh, Opie, that's nice now. Don't make fun.
Here's the outro.
To learn more about Threat Southwest bilingual program, go to our website at abc7chicago.com. Go to the news tab and click on disability issues.
And certainly the Latino community is so huge in Chicago, just second only in the nation to Los Angeles. So a lot of need here.
Huge amount of news here.
That's what you want to promote. Hello, plummeting property values.
You use your tongue prettier than a $20 whore.
Does she? Does she slim?
Is that supposed to be sexy?
You want to do another quick one before we take another break?
What's this one
As
about?
long as it's uplifting.
Runners with disabilities.
Oh.
All right.
Runners with disabilities reported by the deaf reporter.
Aren't they called crawlers?
Got to cover all angles here, huh?
Yeah.
Because we're all equal.
Yes, we are.
Good morning, Stacey and John. Anyone who is trained for meals on nose pain, for some runners with arthritis.
Imagine she starts her report while the weather guy's still going.
She has no clue.
We got breaking news here, and but you, Eric and Kathy don't make fun of her. Hey, God bless her.
I can't believe those guys would do such a thing.
Well, you know, she's a local staple.
You know, it's a story of courage.
Yeah.
And we're going to have her on our program today.
The segment producer is courageous for actually handing that in. Here you go. This is quality enough for television. Deaf people are taking our jobs. I'm tired of the deaf. They're taking over this country hostily.
Good morning, Stacey and John. Anyone who is trained for meals on nose pain, for some runners with arthritis, is their commitment to raising money for the Arthritis Foundation, which helps them cope with their physical restraints. These 4 runners with arthritis are training with the Arthritis Foundation Joints in Motion. Program Director Carrie Listoda said they have over 100 athletes in their training program.
What's that supposed to be, some kind of sick joke?
Someone on Instant Feedback is saying that she should interview Dick Clark.
No. God, no.
That was Dan in Philly. And finally, the end of the story. I have no idea what she just said there.
Nah,
goodness.
What was the problem with the runner?
Who knows?
I'm not even kidding. I have no idea.
The beginning and the end, they all sound the same to me.
Right.
If you want more information about Joints in Motion, Arthritis Foundation, and the Chicago Marathon, go to our website at abc7chicago.com, click on News, and scroll down to Disability Issue. I really admire you for running another marathon. And
How many?
Karen's done 5%.
I know. Are you doing it this year?
No, I think I'd retire from marathon, but I do love the marathon. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
We'll be cheering for you and all the women.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Joints in Motion.
Yes. Thank you, Karen.
Oh my God! You could tell the news people there are like,
Oh, boy.
Let's get this over with.
Nice ears, Dick.
You bungling incompetent.
Hey, man, if you're going to throw this on TV, we're going to make fun of it.
We certainly are, even if you're not.
That's what we do.
As soon as I get home, the first thing I'm going to do is punch your mama in the mouth.
With that, let's go to Ian in Philly. Ian.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey, man.
Yo, it sounds like Karen Meyer should be interviewing Al Franken.
Ooh, do we have that clip?
Little callback.
All right, we're going to find that clip. We'll play it after the break.
All right, thanks, guys.
That's
You guys
code.
are great.
All right.
Do we have that clip as code for find that, Eric, or you're fired?
I hope we have that.
Well,
Rifle through.
It's one of the greatest clips ever. All right,
she should do a story on those useless little flaps of skin on the side of her head.
They look like little candy dishes.
Try to flap them. Maybe you can fly. Put them to some use.
She puts a seashell to her head and she just wants to leave it there because it just doesn't matter.
You should just make them into planters.
Planters. Use them to plunge your sink. Whatever. Just anything but what God put them there for.
When you're done with your gums, stick it in there. What else are you going to do with those things? Those little holes into your skull? They probably shrunk from lack of use. They look like 2 fetus ears. Put your glasses on, they fall right off. Gotta staple them to your dumb head.
Good morning to Chicago and everyone else.
Hey, good morning to you, Chicago.
Local flavor, Phil.
There you go, Phil. It's the only virus spreading across America. We were just saying a few minutes ago that Mr. Imus was giving us props once again on his radio show.
Yes, he was.
We got MSNBC on in the background here. We got a lot of TVs here in New York City, so we could keep an eye on things. And one of the TVs is dedicated to Imus and MSNBC.
MSNBC. He's broadcast on there in the mornings.
And he had this to say about us about, 15 minutes ago.
I was listening to Opie and Anthony yesterday, and little Jimmy Norton, he was there. And I don't know where they were. They could have been in Chicago. But I'm not sure.
That guy Norton is a riot.
Oh, man, they are
Norton
screaming.
is crazy.
So anyway.
You thought we were on in Chicago, broadcasting from Chicago?
See how good we are? See how good we are?
See how good we are, Phil?
At sounding local, no matter where we are. Even Imus thought we were in Chicago yesterday.
And where are they? Alaska? What planet are they broadcasting from?
Is it really tough to fool Imus, though?
I know.
Let's be honest with each other. He's a legend, but he thinks we're broadcasting from Chicago.
Chicago?
What an idiot.
So anyway, they're playing these public service announcements that run in Chicago for handicapped people. Oh, yeah.
Sounds like a scream.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's always good for a laugh. There you go.
We played PSAs for handicapped people?
I think he was referring to the woman, what's her name? I'm sorry.
Karen Meyer.
Karen Meyer.
Yeah.
Who, she's deaf, and she does all the handicapped segments on the news. And whenever they have a handicapped news story, she's the one they pull out, and she does it in her inimitable style. And that's what we were playing, and I guess Imus had heard that portion of the program.
All right, they're not PSAs. It's
PSAs or something.
It's a
I just laughing.
It's a deaf newswoman that does these pieces on the handicap.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's always good for a laugh. There you go.
It's nothing you can. It's nothing that you should do what they do. But
nothing like making fun of the less than fortunate.
Handicap runners deal. No, it's too funny. I mean, it doesn't get any funnier.
Did Jeffrey happen to hear that yesterday?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's not something I would do, but I mean that doesn't mean I don't think they should. That's just maybe I was tired. I was screaming, laughing. Yeah.
Maybe it was the OxyContin or something.
Well, yeah, if I could get some.
He doesn't even know what he was listening to yesterday.
He was laughing, though.
Yeah, he was laughing.
That's good.
It's nothing he would do.
Nothing I would do.
You gotta goof on it, though.
Yeah, someone's got to point these things out. We're sorry that we have to be the people that do it, but if there's a deaf reporter and they only give her the handicap stories,
right?
Someone's got to point that out.
Yeah, absolutely. Matter of fact, we got one more segment from her if you want to go there.
Great. Well, for Imus. He seemed to enjoy it
for
so
Imus?
much. Yeah, why not?
Well, he listens to us on the Albuquerque station, so
yeah,
because he's still down there in New Mexico.
Down there in New Mexico.
At his ranch, so I guess he listens to us in the afternoon or something.
Do my show on horseback.
I think they rebroadcast the show in afternoons.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So that gives him the chance to, is it? Or is it?
I don't know. I'm learning all the stations we're on. And
we're figuring it out.
And when they play the show. Most of them pick it up in morning, so. Well, we could do it again. It's Karen Meyer.
Mm-hmm.
We got one last segment from her. We were going to save this for another day, but now that I'm just talking about it, maybe we should give him a little more.
That we shouldn't do it, and I wouldn't do it.
Well, this is the worst one, too.
Uh-oh, what is it?
It's Karen Meyer. The setup, she works there in Chicago, and she's deaf, and they throw her on the news, and she does these cute little stories about the less fortunate. And the one I'm about to play.
Oh, no. Oh, no. What?
Teaching Down syndrome kids to read.
Oh no. Okay, maybe we shouldn't.
What?
I want, you know something? I'm going to look at this in an open mind and try to be inspired by it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm really going to give it a try. I'm going to look at this like human beings look at it. This is a stretch for me. It's really a stretch. But like human beings, the people that tune in and go like, oh, that's sweet. I'm going to try to look at it like that.
But in all fairness...
Don't look at me, because I'll laugh.
When we played this audio yesterday, it wasn't about what she was talking about. It was how she was talking.
It was how, because you can't really understand her.
She's on the news in a huge market, and you can't understand what she's saying.
Mm-hmm.
But we learned yesterday they have subtitles or something.
Yeah, they have to put subtitles under. If you got to do that, no, I'm going to try. I'm going to try.
You're going to try not to laugh?
I'm going to try not to laugh and to really look into the story and be inspired.
All right, it's Karen Meyer from Chicago, teaching Down syndrome kids to read.
Mm-hmm. Children with Down syndrome learn to read in a different way. ABC 7's Karen Meyer joins us with more.
So far, so good.
With a stick.
I was like, wow, she's really learning how to talk.
Sorry. I can't. I'm hearing it already. Learn to read in a different way. With a boot to the chin. It's the stupid.
Children with Down syndrome learn to read in a different way. ABC 7's Karen Meyer joins us with more about that. Karen?
London, Sophia. Children with Down syndrome can learn to read as young as preschool age. Once they start, the results are incredible. 3 days a week at GD's Playhouse in Hoffman Estate, children are taught reading.
And which one says jump? Nice job.
The easiest way for them to learn to read is to teach them whole words first.
Okay, so which one of these says cut?
Sherry Andress is the literacy program director and mother of a child with Down syndrome.
I can't.
I say we just stop here, man.
I can't.
What a mess. What?
I can't understand her. She's talking about a subject that I could just go off on for an hour.
Who is watching this in Chicago and taking it seriously?
Well, there
it's
are people
a freak
that go.
show.
They're the awe people.
There's not many awe people out there.
You see them on talk shows and stuff sometimes when they bring out or these other entertainment shows, when they show something and the whole audience goes, oh, they're the awe people. You want to just drop gas into the building when people go, aw. You remember when Rosie O'Donnell did the retard movie, Riding the Bus with My Sister? And it was just a scream. It's a comedy. The thing is a comedy. It's Rosie O'Donnell going so over the top playing this retarded woman.
Well, she sounded like Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah.
I gotta get on the bus. Get on the bus.
Just over the top. And Tony Danza, during his show, when that was on, he showed a picture of her. He goes, hey, let's look at Rosie in the see what she looks like in costume. Just look at this, because it's adorable. And they showed her, and the audience went, oh, she's wearing like this Shirley Hempel wig. She's got one red and one blue sneaker on. You know she's like wet her pants. She's just a mess. And the audience goes, aw. And it gives me like goosebumps, the awe audience.
But Tony Danza doesn't mean that.
No, I was making fun too.
Of course, as soon as the camera stopped rolling,
did you see her playing a retard?
He's making
she
fun.
plays a great Todd, huh?
He's just playing his role on stupid morning TV.
Aw. Ugh.
So there's
That's who
people out
watches
there.
That. Yeah.
There's not a lot of them out there, though.
I know in Chicago, from what I read the other day, most people are going, ay, caramba.
Yeah.
Very large Hispanic population in Chicago, second to L.A.
It's happening in every city in America.
Except one.
What?
I think states. More states are becoming more diverse, I read yesterday. Every state is becoming more diverse. Except one, and I think it was like West Virginia or something.
Well, of course.
Won't you keep out? You boys stay out of here.
Was it really West Virginia?
Don't want your kind. It was either West Virginia or Virginia. It was one of them. You know the states we're talking about.
You know who you are.
Yeah. And even if they're not completely getting as diverse as some of the northern states, you know that they're close. You know, they let like 3 new immigrants in one whole state.
Well, the southern states, you realize they didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
People were just coming over the borders. They couldn't hold them back. So it has to be those middle states that are still protecting their own.
Trying to keep people out of their borders.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck.
Back to Karen Meyer.
Andress is the literacy program director and mother of a child with Down syndrome.
We have individual sessions for kids where we develop an individual program. We make materials for them. We adapt books that they might be reading in school so that to help them be more successful at school. We just started doing a lot of small groups. So now the kids are learning how to read in a small group setting, which is going to help them also generalize that to when they go to school. They're going to be learning in small groups.
Can I be stupid? Like, what good will that do?
See, now this is something you're pointing out that should be pointed out.
I'm asking. And I'm sure there's parents out there right now that have one of these kids, and I'm sorry, but I'm asking.
What's the end game?
What's the end game?
Job somewhere? Even McDonald's. Even McDonald's or Burger King, it's all symbols on the register. They don't even punch up things anymore. Like it's numbers, that thing. And I told a story a while back that the best service I ever got at a Burger King was by a girl with Down syndrome. Best service ever. She knew exactly what she had to do, punched the keys in, my order was up, and I was out the door in seconds.
Yeah.
There was a rock and like a lizard in my bag, but it was quick, and she had everything was perfect, and it was the best service I had because they're so programmable, I guess. I don't know.
She tried to put the hat on. She had to like tape 3 of them together,
wrap it around. Well, they don't give you the attitude either, huh?
No, you're not getting attitude.
They're very
either.
happy to serve you.
Very big smile.
Extremely happy
all
to
the
serve
time.
you.
The place could be burning down. Right. A big smile.
Have it your way. Too bad your parents didn't.
Oh,
let's go to Chris on Long Island. Chris, what's up?
What's going on? I just wanted to tell you, you're all going to hell.
Yeah.
90% of the listeners, myself included, are going with you, bro.
We know.
We're just asking the tough questions.
The questions no one really wants to address.
If I had a waterhead baby, I would teach him how to play video games.
Yeah.
Something useful that would make him very, very happy.
Or point to a railroad crossing sign and say, look, that says meet Santa here.
You guys are too much, bro. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome.
All right. Well.
You ever see a story in the news that you want more detail on? Like, but they don't give it? Mm-hmm. There's stories about, sex or some kind of story about, it's supposed to be a touching story about the handicapped. And there are so many questions you want to know, like, well, how do they go to the bathroom? How do they do this? But no one ever wants to address that kind of thing. And everyone that's curious, everyone's curious about it and is running through it in their head. The second you see somebody, like once on Maury, I believe I saw a torso with a head. Something happened. There was no arms, no legs, nothing. And they propped it up on the chair, and Maury, of course, gave it the, "You are beautiful. Let me tell you something. As a person, you are beautiful. Don't let people make fun of you." Oh, Maury. Okay. All right. Shove this freak off. Bring on the next freak.
Bring on the next
freak. And I just sit there wondering, and I don't care what questions they're asking.
But no one calls Maury out on that. It's the modern day freak show.
Yeah,
under the guise that he's helping these people.
P.T. Maury.
The person has no arms and no legs, so Maury, after exploiting them for a half hour, then brings on a boy band to sing to them, and that's supposed to make this person's life so much better.
And it's like not even in sync. It wasn't even one of those like name ones.
And all those people are in the audience, they're at home, but the reality is...
She'd be clapping for you right now if she had arms.
Right. The reality is Maury's just showing off a freak to everybody.
Freak show. It's always that.
Because you're not allowed to do it anymore at the circuses.
It's under the guise of... I'm different, don't laugh at me. I'm different, don't point. Today on Maury, I'm different, don't point. And then what does he do? Put him in front of a television audience where a bunch of people can go, hey, come here, you got to see this, and point.
And that's asking too much from humans in general, because if you walk down the streets in New York and someone has like a mole that's a little too big, you're staring at that.
Yeah, one of those big Aaron Neville things.
You're trying to tell us not to stare at the lady that's crawling to work on the sidewalk because she has no legs.
Skateboard guy with the 2 irons in his hand going down the street because he doesn't have and you wonder, like, where does that cut off from? Just under the lungs? Or does he have, like, a private area? Is it just his legs?
I don't know.
I want those questions answered. And I want to know how people with no arms or legs take care of cleaning up after they're done doing what you should do on a daily basis. How do you clean that area up?
You just, I don't know.
Scoot on the rug like dogs. Just shuffle along and spoil your carpeting.
Just turn the sprinkler on out back. Go ahead. Clean up. You want to hear another clip before the break?
Oh, please.
Karen Meyer, Chicago reporter. She's deaf, teaching Down syndrome kids to read. They learn to read family members' names first.
That's handy.
All right, we're going to start with Gigi. Very nice.
Gigi and Jessica, 3 years old. They are learning to read using pictures with sight words.
We teach them to read first their name and mommy and daddy and, their brothers and sisters' names. It's very highly motivating for them, and we sort of teach them the whole program using those words.
Jessica's mom, Gail, Gina, says her daughter is doing great.
Mommy. She wants to read all the time. Her favorite pastime really is pulling out the books from her bookcase and reading.
Allie, good pointing.
Is that her favorite pastime? Is it? After she reads it, she eats it.
Okay, terrific.
Bite marks.
The pages are falling out because stupid licked the glue and ate it.
The glue is tasty.
Give her the latest Harry Potter book and watch her head explode. Mondo chromosomes. Unrestrained human oddities.
Next, Maury.
Wow. Yeah. Well, we got 2 more clips. I don't even know if we should play the last 2. We'll think about that as we take a break on this fine Whip About Wednesday. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The ONA virus spreading across America. Thanks for giving us a listen. What's up, Ant?
Well, we're pointing out some things with some mentally handicapped people in the break we just did. But I'd like to take this opportunity to prove that with a little alcohol, anybody can be a complete retard. This one, I don't know. I was 21 once. I used to drink. I did some things.
You used to drink?
Maybe. Yeah. I used to drink a lot.
Used to.
Now an occasional wine.
Used to.
Yeah. Used to. Used to. Although,
relatively speaking, I guess.
You know something? I'm thinking about this now and thinking, but for the grace of God go I. 21-year-old man in Indiana suffered burns and lacerations, and here's what he decided to do. He was drunk at a party, and I guess left over from the 4th of July, he had one of those big-ass 6-inch mortars.
Nice.
You know those things, you have to bury a pipe in the ground, set them off, boom, and it makes an explosion like you see at Disney at their fireworks display. What do you think this guy decided to do with it? Okay, let me give you the ingredients to this disaster in the making. 1 6-inch mortar, a lighter, duct tape, and a football helmet.
I think
he did not try.
It's not that hard.
He tried to propel himself as a rocket?
Let's just say he duct taped the mortar to the football helmet, put on the helmet,
what an ass.
and lit it while being drunk, because why would you do this in any other state?
Please tell me his neck snapped in half.
Well, his girlfriend said Spangler decided to duct tape the firework to a helmet, lit it. She told police she saw a large flash, then saw Spangler on the ground unconscious, bleeding from the head. The helmet was destroyed by the blast, and he's being treated for lacerations,
he's still
concussion,
alive?
burns, severe burns. For now.
Whew. Is there a picture of him?
No, I would love to see that, though. Boy, that'll teach you.
Very, very good.
But that kind of, I was ready to just rip the guy, but I remember being that age, and my brother's Army buddies coming back, and they came back with this tank simulator. Simulated the blast of a tank shell hitting an Abrams tank shell, hitting the ground without the shrapnel and whatnot, but the same concussion and blast. And it was in a green canister. Looked like a big, thick Foster's can, but only military green and had some numbers on it and stuff. And 2 wires, like you'd attach a dry cell battery to. So got some wire from the hardware store. The whole time holding this thing like a beer between your legs while you drive and drink and drive back in the old days. Holding it between my legs. Because I thought, it was just going to be like this little thing. Got the dry cell, got some wire, went to the football field down at John Glenn with a few friends, rolled the wire out, had 50 feet of wire. Thought that was plenty. 50 feet's pretty far. I figured I'd put one on the negative contact of the dry cell battery, make a hook with the wire, and then just drop it on the positive terminal, turn and run. Get a few extra feet. Running faster than electricity can travel through a wire.
Well, you didn't realize that at the time.
I was young and drunk.
You had a good plan, and it was going to work.
Young Mr. Spangler here.
Yeah.
I had a great plan. So set it all up, got ready to go. The second that wire hit the contact on the dry cell, this thing goes off and makes a flash and a blast like I've still yet to ever see, ever again. Blew me back on my ass. I wound up, I couldn't see for like a second or two, and I got up counting my fingers, seeing that they were all there. It was such a concussion, and all my friends are laughing at me because they were sitting up on the bleachers really far away. They're laughing. I thought I was a goner. That was it. Blew me.
What did it feel like?
It blew me back. I'd say like 10 feet or something like that, but it wasn't that far. It was a couple of feet back. Just blew me flat on my ass. I was down for the count. Woke up shaking my head. The thing made such a concussion, and could have gone off in the car. Could have gone off at any time. Well, it was between my legs. That would have been it. I'd have been on Maury with the skateboard under me if I was lucky.
You're a very special shock jock.
You were stupid back when you were a kid, but you know something? You have potential to do something with the upper half of your body.
Do I, Maury?
Very good. All right. Want to go back to Karen Meyer? There's only 2 clips left.
Oh, boy.
But I guess they have a great seg at the end of the story to bring it all around. Karen Meyer, the deaf reporter up there in Chicago, teaching Down syndrome kids to read. We got 2 more clips to do here.
This group of children ranges in age from 5 to 7.5. Best Benadell's son Jacob will be starting 2nd grade this fall. He started reading at 2.5.
Now it's Jacob's turn. He's got 150 sight words in his vocabulary right now, so he can read beginning level books. He does do math. We've incorporated reading into his math. We use his sight words so that when he reads a math paper, he has to look at the words. I see 2 brown horses. I see 1 brown horse. And then how many horses altogether, and he will actually find brown and black horses and add them together.
23 chromosomes plus 24 chromosomes equal 47. Oh, 47 chromosomes. Yeah. If we took 1 away, how many would you have? That of a normal human being.
2 brown horses plus 1 horse equals 3 horses, and he points back at himself and 1 horse's ass.
Don't teach him math.
Aww.
It's gonna hurt.
Let's say hi to Jeff in Kentucky. Jeff, what's up?
Hey, Opie, you and Toddler Tush over there missed a damn good line from Anthony.
What happened?
The P.T. Maury line that you missed.
Oh, we've said that before. Wasn't really a great line as much of a accurate observation.
Anthony has used that line 100 times to the point I can't laugh at it anymore.
I know. I didn't even want to say it, but
it invites physical revulsion from everyone around.
Exactly. Absolutely. That old gag. You know that story Anthony just told? He's told it 10 other times.
Please.
Did you hear how I was laughing like I was listening to it for the first time?
For the very first time. That story was for you new markets. To show what a horse's ass I was when I was a kid, but everyone else knows already. Wait till you get the Dreamweaver story someday.
I'm sitting there going, boy, I wonder how this is going to end.
I hope he's okay.
Maybe it'll end differently this time.
I should end it different just to mix it up. And I blew a leg off. This leg right here, maple.
All right, here's the outro to Karen Meyer and her fine story on teaching Down syndrome kids to read.
Today's literacy program is growing. Parents are strongly encouraged to be part of the program.
Nice work. What does this say? I've had people from Champaign that have come and spent a day and just made materials. We actually had a woman who was going to India who had a nephew with Down syndrome who wanted materials to bring back to him in India.
This program has been amazing in getting her the jump start that she probably can use, and she's been blowing everybody away at school. They were like surprised that she even knew how to do that.
Very good. Nice reading.
TD's literacy program is free. For more information, call 847-885-PLAY. Or go on our website, abc7chicago.com. Look, you can.
That was such a nice thing, too. All right.
Oh, it's such a nice thing the anchors have to get in there.
Except hooking up your pizza.
Except what? We might have missed a great line there. What?
What?
Except hooking up your pizza?
What the hell was that?
Is that what she said?
Go on our website, abc7chicago.com. Look, you can.
That was such a nice thing, too. All right, story. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next up, perking up your pizza.
Oh, next up.
Perking up your pizza.
Perking up your pizza. That's it.
Right.
Great. That shows how important her story was.
Yeah, right.
Before the perking up your pizza story.
If your kid's a source of embarrassment, here's what you put on a pie.
Wow. All right. Let's say hi to Steve in Israel. Steve.
Hey,
oh boy. Yes, Steve.
You guys wanted to know. You asked the question of why people that hate this program listen to you. Well, it is a virus. That's no if. I can't stand any of you guys that haven't been able to stand you since I listened to you. But then on the other hand, I want to just give you all a big kiss, especially you, Jimmy.
Thank you.
No homo.
Attaboy.
Can't stand us, but he can't stop listening, is what
yeah.
I can't stand it, but you guys are funny as hell. I cannot. I've never hated people as much as I hate people after listening to you guys. You brought a whole new light to my life.
Why is it that you hate us, sir, if we make you laugh?
Well, you guys are just a-holes, you know.
I think we're making people laugh at. I think we're making people laugh at things they wouldn't have laughed at before, and it bothers them. Like, oh my God, I thought I was brought up better than this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I thought I was brought up a lot better than to laugh at this kind of stuff. But,
right. It really is a fourth grade playground mentality. Just bullies until a bigger bully comes in and punches us in the face.
Yeah.
But anyway, you guys are great. But
are you really in Israel?
Am I in Israel? I said I'm Steve Santani from Gaza. No, I'm not in Israel.
Are you hammered?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
I'm a truck driver.
Of course.
All right,
should
that's
have
why you're
figured
still
it out.
babbling.
My God.
Thank you, Steve. We got to move on. Mike in Chicago, what's up?
Hey, I just want to compliment you guys on the show. You guys came in with a little bit of class when you guys came to Chicago and whatnot, and just like what's going on there. You guys filling a real big void without Mancow being around, so.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, we welcome Mancow as old listeners. Hopefully they'll like what they're hearing. Thank you, Mike.
All right, you have a good one.
All right. Time for a sing-along.
Bueno, Mick. Let's do.
Let's start again?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, go ahead.
Is this Jimmy bringing us back into the show?
God bless America, the land of all the more. Set aside her and guide her. Her's the land of all the above. Set aside her and
Guide her a little more.
Her's the land of the sun.
Come on, God bless.
God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
What a note.
That goes on the checklist as another thing you're not good at.
Got applause.
Awkward applause.
Nice, a little awkward there, but...
All right.
Has that been our tribute to the handicapped?
We're going to try to sneak this in before we get out of here.
What do we got?
Chicago, you awake or what?
Wake up.
I want to say hi to everyone listening to us on WCKG in Chicago.
Hi.
Chicago.
Get up.
Karen Meyer. It's time for another Karen Meyer report.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this politely, Ope.
You want to explain Karen Meyer to Adam?
Yeah. Well, if you notice around whatever city you're in, usually they take a reporter that kind of matches the story. So if there's something happening in one of the black neighborhoods, they'll send the black reporter, Asian reporter, Hispanic reporter. They do that. Well, this woman does all of the handicapped stories. For the most part, they send her out to do little investigative reports and happy stories or tragedy or whatever on the handicap. Okay. And she happens to be handicapped. Now, we've seen this before, guys in wheelchair. We had one in New York, and it was really funny because he would do the standard shots. You know when the newsman is kind of standing there when they go to him, and then he slowly walks down the sidewalk?
Yeah. Walks toward the
camera, and then while he gets right to the camera, that's when they cut to the film scene.
Right.
He would be in the wheelchair. They'd go to him. And then he'd slowly wheel toward the camera. Like they didn't change the format or anything because he's in a wheelchair.
It's Dolly.
That's it, yeah, Dolly shot. Just Dolly the human. Leave the camera still. And she does all those stories, the handicap stories.
What is her handicap?
She is deaf.
Hold it.
Can't hear a peep.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
She's on TV, and yes, she's deaf.
Yes, she's deaf.
How does she hear we're rolling? I mean, how does she...
Exactly. It must just be...
someone's behind her yelling, she's just going to keep going.
She is the greatest. No city can beat her.
And you have audio?
Oh, yeah. We go down this road from time to time.
One time the director yelled, "Cut." She smacked him in the face because she misunderstood reading his lips.
There's your laugh for this morning.
That's hilarious, dude.
And that wasn't funny man Jim Norton, by the way.
I thought it.
That was Anthony.
Just asshead Anthony.
So now what story was she covering, the deaf chick?
Well, she does all kinds of things like, what was the last story she did? Do you remember? There's something on...
Horns aren't loud enough. iPods, what are they? Dolby? Question mark.
I think kids with Down syndrome trying to read... Latino.
Oh, that was it, right?
Latino cripples trying to run a marathon.
Yeah, this story's like that.
Karen Meyer, the deaf reporter out of Chicago, reports on burn victims.
All right. See, another unfortunate group of people.
How the hell does a burn victim talk to a deaf reporter?
Looking
surprised. The face doesn't move, the lips don't move, nothing's getting done.
You're trying to lip read, and all you can hear is, "Oh!" He keeps saying the same thing. "Oh!" His lips are thin. It's just a vowel.
Oh, my God. He's saying, "Oh." He's just yodeling.
Yeah, that's all she hears. He's saying, his lips are very terse, and he's saying, there was a fire, and I was very injured, and his lips aren't moving, and all she hears is,
and he appeared to be very surprised the entire broadcast.
And when I'm really happy with myself, I just stole Anthony's joke and then redid it. I don't know why I did that.
That's fine.
Sorry.
Wasn't stealing. I could see you.
Thanks.
It's a whole theft.
All right, here we go. So it's Karen Meyer reporting on burn victims. We get to meet Larry.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
If you're easily offended, just turn on your local pop radio station.
Yeah, go for a traffic report right now, or
go for a ride around the dial.
See what the weather is.
All right, or get this fellow a vinegar daiquiri.
Here we go. Karen Meyer out of Chicago.
Some burn victims feel like social outcasts.
Oh, by the way, Adam, we like to guess, play a little game where we guess when the deaf reporter starts talking.
Okay.
Yeah. See if you
Can I buzz in?
pick out her voice.
Yes, you can. It's sometimes very difficult.
Yeah.
Okay.
Some burn victims feel like social outcasts because of their scars.
One Chicago area survivor wants people to know they are just like everyone else.
No, you're not!
Oh.
They certainly are if they're wearing, like, green and red sweaters and a clawed glove.
If everyone else is a pot roast.
Oh, wow.
All burn victims want to do is sit there without having garnish thrown on them.
Oh, God.
Sometimes I go out to a restaurant and they throw me on a plate and put boiled potatoes next to me.
Take the apple out of my mouth.
Oh, Jesus. Look, we've told people to tune away.
Yes, we did.
We don't mean
We've warned you.
We don't mean it.
Those people are now listening to their animal station.
Yes.
No,
in
they're
their
not.
city.
They stay tuned in to get mad.
The Wolverine, the Fox,
whatever it is.
whatever it's called.
The
in your
goat.
city. Actually, I think we're on a few of those. Sorry.
Are we?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. All right, here we go.
One else. ABC 7's Karen Meyer is here with more. Karen?
Today in Sophia.
Ding! Yes, Adam. You win.
This kid is keen.
You really are sharp. Because I thought it was the second woman that came in, because the voice was a little deeper. But you waited.
The second one's a transvestite.
This is the modern-day freak show.
Here it is.
That's all it is.
And she's so hard to understand. Do they put subtitles?
I would imagine they would have to.
How could you?
They put a hearing person in that little square.
Yeah.
The sign language is just someone telling her what she's really
just
saying.
really
She's
talking.
shouting.
Please. Let's hear her.
Well, this is coming in from someone's cell phone. If she had a KISS hearing aid, she would be fine.
It's Gene's voice telling you everything.
Like everyone else. ABC 7's Karen Meyer is here with more. Karen?
Today in Sophia, from a medical standpoint, the experiences can be grueling. From a psychological perspective, it can be more traumatizing.
Can it?
What is the difference between...
What? That threw me.
Wait,
It's like you just heard, what?
Wait, I'll stop.
What?
She said from a medical standpoint it can be grueling. From a psychological standpoint it can be... I forget what she said, but she's not that hard to understand.
But then there was a gap
No, there was a... Yeah,
there was a bunch of
gap there.
before that. Bunch of blah, blah, blah.
I just love the gap and then the what?
Yeah, let me play that back.
From perspective, it can be more traumatizing.
What is...
What?
All right, well, we'll continue here.
Perspective, it can be more traumatizing.
What is the difference between boogers and broccoli with little kids? Kids won't eat broccoli.
14-year-old Lanny Boy has an amazing personality, especially considering...
All right.
Isn't that a pussy joke?
This is going to take a while.
Apparently his funny bone was burned. Word to the wise, if your face is ever caught in a fire, don't tell jokes.
Don't become a stand-up comic.
Because you are the joke.
Oh.
God,
my.
Just don't let her broadcast, like, emergency announcements.
What happened?
Keep her at state fairs and stuff. Not any vital information that we know. Yeah. We caught a giant pig.
Well, that's why she's always doing the handicap things. Yeah.
All right, let's get back to it.
Boogers and broccoli with little kids. Kids won't eat broccoli.
14-year-old Lanny Boy has an amazing personality, especially considering everything he's been through.
On my brother Devin's birthday, 1995, our house caught fire, and there was no way for us to get out, so we were trapped.
He and Devon got out, but not through 2-month-old sister Stormy.
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
Like, we told you to turn the channel.
Yeah. I want to turn the channel and I'm in the room.
Yeah, I know. How do you turn the channel when you're doing the show?
Little Stormy didn't
Poor
make
little
it.
Stormy.
We feel bad for Stormy.
Bob Kelly's crying somewhere.
I really don't like her Sylvester the Cat delivery. She bugs me.
no.
If I ever meet her, I'm going to knock her teeth out.
Back to you, Tweenie.
I'm going to drill my fist right into that worthless appendage on the side of her head. Into that into that candy dish holder on the side of her head.
Give her a couple of cauliflower nothings.
She's got to fill out the police report. It was a man with a shaved head, beanie eyes, and a Kiss shirt.
I want to drill my knuckle right into that, whatever it is, that stupid tiny bowling bag on the side of her head, which does nothing. Sound bounces off of it and falls right into a shag rug.
We can't wrap up, man. We're in the middle of something good for once.
Take that in your cochlea.
I wish Opie was there when that kid told that joke to laugh right in his original recipe face.
original recipe. Was that horrible?
What's the difference when Karen Myers lip reads boogers and broccoli?
Put on, her response?
No, the joke. What's the difference when Karen Myers lip reads boogers and broccoli?
What?
Nothing.
Nothing.
That's Bird and Philly.
Is there any more of old your drum needs a drum roadie?
Well, Bill from Brooklyn, at least we can understand Freddy Krueger face. So that's coming in. Horrifying everybody.
You are just
sitting in the production
awful.
meeting. Have the deaf reporter talk to the burn victim.
Oh, no, not the music. Is there more?
Oh, yeah, there's 3 more clips. So.
Damn it.
Somebody remind us tomorrow that we have to continue with Karen Myers. All right, let's get into the Karen Meyer thing. We played the first clip, and we never got to the rest of them. So we'll replay the first clip and finally do the rest of it, okay? Karen Meyer is this deaf reporter.
She's deaf. She's a reporter.
Let's handle this one with dignity.
She's got courage.
I agree.
For the new people listening, let's handle this in a way we would never handle it.
She's got courage.
She has courage. This is a wonderful, touching story.
She does all the special needs and special needs folks reporting any type of an injury for Chicago.
People that would be considered handicappable.
Handicappable. Good point. Good way to say it. Very sensitive.
She's deaf, so
hearing impaired.
Yeah,
she's hearing impaired.
Hearing impaired. Oh, I'm sorry to use such an insensitive word as deaf.
Do they do the old subtitles and all that?
I would assume they do the subtitles. Not familiar. Haven't seen any video of her, but it would be helpful to the viewers at home.
It would be nice to ask someone from Chicago, but no one's listening.
Oh, they'll call in momentarily.
They better. So, yeah, she's doing a report on burn victims.
Poor people.
I cannot believe they're getting away with this. It's a modern-day freak show is all it is. Has nothing to do with her being a good reporter.
They're people, too. They're people, too.
Some burn victims feel like social outcasts because of their scars.
One Chicago area survivor wants people to know they are just like everyone else. ABC 7's Karen Myers here with more. Karen?
Today in Sophia, from a medical standpoint, the experiences can be grueling. From a psychological perspective, it can be more traumatizing.
Can it?
What is the difference between boogers and broccoli with little kids?
Oh, wait, applause. I know the answer. Broccoli isn't horribly burned.
I bet that's not it.
The kid's doing the old poo-ha joke.
I know. That's a dirty joke.
That old gag.
That's how they make you feel better about your ailment, is they send her over, and you're like, all right, well, I may always look surprised, and I may have no lashes, and I wince when I see vinegar, but at least I don't sound like this idiot. Burn victims always look like they're yodeling. Do we ever say that on the show?
Maybe. Here we go.
Boogers and broccoli with little kids. Kids won't eat broccoli.
14-year-old Lanny Boy has an amazing personality, especially considering everything he's been through.
On my brother Devin's birthday, 1995, our house caught fire, and there was no way for us to get out, so we were trapped.
He and Devon got out, but not their 2-month-old sister, Stormy.
Do me a favor.
They're yodeling.
That's what's going through his head the whole time she's talking. Sister Stormy. The spy is yodeling.
Oh.
Do we have to play the rest of the clips? They're really depressing.
I think we
Yes,
should.
we do.
We like goofing on her for being a deaf reporter on TV.
I want to hear depressing clips.
Completely ridiculous.
I'm pissed today, and I want to hear it.
It's so awful that they give a person who's deaf only people with problems.
Yeah.
It's just so. Why don't you get a Jewish guy and only let him deal with stories about Jews or a black? It's like just
They
how
do.
They do that.
They do in New York. They give the black guy the black stories.
Only the black
Hispanic
neighborhoods.
reporter the Hispanic stories. Yeah, they go into the neighborhood and talk about the problem with the people that are similar to them. So now you get a handicapped person has to do the handicapped stories.
All right, here we go.
Handy-capable.
80% of Lonnie's body was burned.
Ow.
He and his brother became patients at La Vida Children's Hospital on Chicago's South Side.
I had to go through a lot of surgery, a lot of rehab exercises. I went through a lot of things. Emotional distress, guilt, all different types of things.
They had to wear what was referred to as jobs, the skin tight.
Grandmother Doris Murray says it was hard for the boys to grow up.
They would have to go out into the community with these masks, and honestly, other children would become so frightened. But my heart would always just ache inside when they felt rejected because of how they looked. So they have learned to, if someone's staring at them, they've learned to come up and say, "Hi, I'm Devin. I'm Lonnie. I'm a burn survivor. How are you?"
From someone's cell phone, Karen Myers sounds like she just got done running a marathon race and is severely out of breath.
Mm.
Oh, my God.
They do use subtitles?
Yeah, I guess so. They would have to. I only pick up a word or two here and there.
I know. Can't understand her.
Dr. Blair Stolbach is the child psychologist at La Vida. He says a significant part of the healing process for burn patients is dealing with other people.
Because they look different, because they look scary, and a lot of burn survivors find ways to educate people about what's happened to them and the fact that they're not scary and people don't have to be scared of them.
Lonnie and his brother Devon are incredible survivors.
I think in some ways a perfect example of people who have had a horrible experience and not let it define them, and have moved on from it, and yet still will talk about it, will share about it in a way that can help other people that go through similar things.
And he'll tell you, I'm a handsome guy. I say, you are. You are. You're a very handsome guy.
You're a handsome guy.
Probably not the right message to be sending.
Yeah.
No.
It's very sad that he's a burn victim.
Maybe you could say that you're a funny guy.
Funny,
chess player.
Personality.
Intelligent.
You're great on a phone.
Don't get the kids' hopes up. I mean,
yeah.
You might want to.
Don't give him false confidence.
You got a sparkling personality.
Maybe I am handsome.
You got a great sense of humor.
I'm going to go out without the mask today.
You have a caring heart.
You hum nicely.
You're
great during a blackout.
You scare little children. I mean,
oh.
You,
Do you really want to give him like that false confidence? He'll walk up. He'll have like the little the derby kind of tilted to the side as is the style.
Yeah. Hey, I'm a handsome man.
Hello, girls.
All right, she wraps up here.
Later this month, Lonnie will be joining his brother at Loyola Academy in Wilmette, and like most freshmen, he's nervous. For more information, go to our website, abc7chicago.com. The great kid.
Yes.
Inspirational. Very nice. Thanks, Karen.
Shut up. Here's the question I have. He's burned when he was like 3, right? If you're burned when you're really young, how come you stay burned like when you're 18? Like, doesn't your skin stretch a little bit? Like when you're a baby, there's only a little bit of skin on you.
Yeah.
That amount of skin doesn't cover an adult torso. So do you grow out of it? Like where just a little area becomes burned? How does that work?
I don't know. That's an interesting question. Might be like a balloon, you know?
Just stretches?
Yeah, if you put a little mark on a balloon and then blow the balloon up, the mark gets bigger.
Yeah, but that balloon isn't regenerating new tissue all the time, I don't think. It's only the same amount being blown up with skin. Isn't it regenerating? Like,
Great. Now we get 18 people that think they're doctors calling with 18 different answers. I know.
Right.
It's,
all right, Dustin in Jersey, what's up?
Hey, they should tell the little fella he has a face for radio.
that old gag.
You have a great sense of humor. You don't have to wear a costume on Halloween. You're a kind person. Let's say hi to Asaf.
Can't get nose prints on the window when you're looking out of the window real close in the wintertime.
No.
Hey, line of the day.
Yeah.
For Jimmy.
Yeah.
Wince when I see vinegar.
That is a good nomination.
Yeah, Jimmy raised the bar early today. We're going to have to try to beat that. Let's go to Cody in Indiana. Cody.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
I get Chicago stations where I'm at. There are subtitles when she talks. She talks with her hands, so not only can the people who are normal, they can't tell what she's saying by hearing her, but they don't speak sign language, so that's out. And she has a retard haircut.
All right, thank you.
Ew, does she?
Yep, bye-bye.
I want to see a picture of Karen Meyer.
Let's say hi to Jared in Boston. Jared.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
Kind of ironic, don't you think, that somebody has to figure out what she's saying so they can put up the closed captioning, right?
Okay, here's what the deaf reporter's saying.
That's got to be
the
wrong.
old Brian Regan bit?
Yeah.
Here's what the whales are saying.
She's lonely.
She's lonely. All right, we got to take a break. It's the O&A virus spreading across America. Hey, Jane's back.
Jane?
We can't get this done, though, Jane. Jane's from Chicago.
Oh, right, okay.
She's a deaf friend of Karen Meyer.
Karen Meyer, the deaf reporter.
Who we make fun of because it's just hilarious to see someone on TV that's deaf trying to do TV news. I'm sorry.
Oh, I heard you
It's a
talking
freak
to Jane.
show.
I didn't think that was appropriate, actually.
She does the reports on handicapped people.
Right.
They give her the story. She's deaf, so she can't really speak that well because she's deaf. And her friend Jane is calling to defend her. Her friend Jane, also deaf, has to use some kind of a relay thing.
Right. She uses a relay service. She's going to try this again.
So we talk, and then somebody types it.
Right.
She then sees it at her house and has to, I guess, type in what she wants to say back, and then the person, the intermediary there, talks to us.
It's a nightmare. We'll try it again.
All right. Let's see what she has to say.
Jane, welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
This is Brent IP Relay Operator 253, and you know how to use the relay service?
I have no idea how we use the relay service.
Miss, this is on the air, by the way.
I'm still going to explain the relay. The person on the line is using a free internet service to communicate with you. The person's going to type their conversation, and I'm going to read it to you.
Okay.
When you hear the words go ahead, it means it's your turn to speak, and at that point, I ask you to speak directly to the caller, and everything that is heard will be typed to them verbatim.
All right, who starts?
I'm going to type that to her, and then she'll begin. One moment, please.
All right.
All right, you guys, let's try to talk one at a time. Maybe that'll help this whole process.
And I don't appreciate the tomfoolery, by the way.
That's right.
No.
Here's Jane. She's deaf. She's going to defend Karen Meyer.
Okay.
The deaf reporter out of Chicago that makes us laugh on a daily basis.
She didn't hear that.
Oh.
Thank you for holding. Reading will begin. Me, you mean-spirited people. Go ahead.
Oh, that's us? So it's our turn?
Go ahead means it's your turn.
We're not mean-spirited. We just...
like to laugh.
We like to laugh.
This takes a while, I guess.
It's okay.
They haven't figured this one out.
Oh, go ahead?
Oh.
We got to do the go ahead part.
Go ahead. Roger Wilco.
People laugh at you, not with you. Go ahead.
Oh, she said, wow, really? No, I think people are laughing with us and not at us. I think it's hilarious that there's a deaf reporter on TV giving us the news. She's there for us to laugh at. Go ahead.
Wow. What'd they do before technology?
They just punch deaf people.
It is not nice to make fun of people who are hearing impaired. It is not our fault. We try our best. She is not there to laugh at. Is trying her best. Go ahead.
Well, what does it matter because you can't hear what we're saying about you? Go ahead. Is that good? That was a good one, right? Thank you.
Kind of
Go
makes
ahead.
sense. I didn't even think about it like that.
I thought
How can the deaf get mad?
The deaf and the Amish, I think, is the safe bets because they're not going to hear what we have to say.
The Amish
Go
are
ahead.
safe from being moved on for like a week.
Go ahead.
My friends tell me you are stupid and dumb. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Why are your friends listening to this show? We're despicable human beings.
And how do you hear them with those two candy dishes hanging on the sides of your head?
Go ahead. We're having an argument with a deaf
An argument
How
with a deaf
awful are
person
we?
over the radio.
By the way,
Right.
it's time to take it up a notch.
Head?
Who's with me?
Of course.
Oh, no.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't make fun of them. Why do you have to make fun of everyone? Are you uncomfortable with yourself? Go ahead.
We like to make fun of easy targets because they can't fight back. Go ahead.
Being honest.
Man, this arguing with a deaf person takes a long
It
time.
takes so long.
Well, look around your room. A lot of easy targets. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Would that just be LOL?
Good. It's worth it because you guys are mean people who should just leave and let Whoopi take over. Go ahead.
Why don't you shut up and take your pristine iPod earplugs and throw them away? Go ahead.
Let Whoopi take over. Wake up to silence.
Go ahead.
And you have to write that we sang it.
Yeah. Little musical notes around it.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I feel bad for the poor girl that's typing.
Oh, yeah.
Cut our throats.
That's a horrid job.
No kidding.
It's thankless.
He must have said a lot there.
By the way, the way the other one fights back, you are dumb and not nice.
I know.
How old are you?
It's like it's the least bit of information possible they put out, you know?
I think we should all just get together and play Twister and have a good time. Let this all just blow over. Go ahead.
Would you be comfortable drinking out of our mules? Go ahead.
Oh, very good, Jimmy. By the way, operator chick, you sound really hot. That's not for her. That's for you.
A lot of people checking in.
A lot of people saying that.
Yeah.
Operator chick.
She's supposed to remain neutral.
I understand that.
Yeah.
But
it's not
she
about
knows.
her.
But she heard and she knows.
Yeah.
She knows she's sexy. She's probably wearing a little skirt. A little short skirt. Thighs are showing.
Hey, everything Jimmy says, could you just type exclamation points after it?
Yeah, he loves
He talks like
points.
that.
Don't talk to the operator. Talk to me.
Right. Oh, right.
Me.
You being the deaf girl. Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have to be her ear.
What did she just say?
What a great life that's got to be.
Over. Go ahead, Roger Wilco.
Hey, and do you think do you think the operator would be up for a good shish kebabbing?
We must be doing well if the deaf people know about the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, let's be honest here. This is...
I said talk to me and explain why you like Nazis and tormenting homeless. Go ahead.
Well.
It speaks for itself.
Oh, do I have to step in here?
We don't want to talk to you because it takes too long for a response.
We will talk to you. I'm talking to you now. How hot do you think the woman typing is?
Go ahead.
And do you think she's a two or a three-holer?
Go ahead. I feel bad for the operator. She has to type whatever we say.
I know. It's horrible.
I liked Twister ever since I was a child. Good, stupid, white, black people, homey boys who eat spinach every day. Go ahead.
Do you think the operator has ever laid down with a Negro? Go ahead.
You have to type it, operator. That's your job.
Of course, she knows her job.
Her job.
She's probably heard worse. I don't know when.
Oh, by the way. Go ahead.
Yeah, she sounds hot. I think she has nice tits. Go ahead.
Oh, hey, wow. The deaf lady has a potty mouth. We just had a dump out of what she said. But
Do you think she said that, or is that the operator just, pushing herself?
The deaf lady probably said something else stupid like, you're dumb, be nice. Childlike, idiotic arguing skills. The operator's all saucy.
Well, I don't know where this is going.
Well, let's talk to the deaf broad. Is there something you do special in bed to make up for the fact that you can't hear?
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Question. I don't hear any typing. Why don't I hear typing?
I'm just happy
I think the operator likes when people have cyber on this thing. I like to scream a lot. Go ahead.
The deaf girl likes to scream a lot when she's having sex?
Yeah, but she's just yelling, why? She can't hear what's going on.
That's got to be creepy. Are you a size queen? Go ahead. We should ask how she knows so much about the show.
Yeah.
I think we're on DirecTV, right?
Yeah, but you can't watch us.
No, I think they might have closed caption.
Are you kidding me?
Do they have closed caption on DirecTV?
That would be amazing.
Because how does this deaf girl know all about it?
Read.
Go ahead.
Okay.
And we got one more coming after she responds?
Yes.
All right.
I usually call those hotlines through this thing. It is fun. Friends tell me and can get it put into words on the internet.
The internets.
All right, we got one more from Jimmy.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You know, this Jane girl, I think she's all right, actually.
This operator's a goer.
Yeah, this operator's a goer.
Can the operator tell us where she is?
Wow, she knows how to type.
She's good.
I would hope so.
Absolutely.
We're just about done with this,
Wow,
right?
this is hard.
I think the operator is under your desk. Go ahead.
Oh, very nice. All right, listen. We got to wrap up because we got to do radio for people that could hear.
Yeah.
Jane in Chicago, let's not forget that Karen Myers is being exploited by that TV station there in Chicago. No one is watching Karen Meyer because she's a brilliant journalist. They're watching because it's a freak show. And that's the reality of what's going on in Chicago. Go ahead.
I bet you this is Karen Meyer under another name.
No. You don't think so? Oh, well, wait a minute. We haven't heard her talk. Why can't we just hear her make a noise?
Yeah. Well, then with that, maybe Jane could call up the show and we could just yell at her.
Tell her to sing. She probably sounds like young Frankenstein.
Love you guys. Punching out. Go ahead. Signing off.
All right.
See, she listens to listens.
Thank you, hot operator
Have a
chick.
good day.
All right.
Thank
operator.
you.
Bye.
All right.
Oh, wow. Oh, boy, she didn't sound happy having to deal with that part of the conversation.
Could she be?
Thank you.
Rich in Paramus, what's up?
You know, I just drove into a pole listening to that.
No.
No one ever actually drives into a
pole or a wall or an abutment.
All right.
You know, imagine somebody tuning in for the first time and hearing that. They're not going to know. They think it's public access or something.
Yeah, no kidding.
KDK1.
Unbelievable.
All right, thank you, sir. Let's say hi to Jack in Westchester. Jack?
Best bit ever.
Frankus, how'd she
go
spell
ahead.
that?
I don't know. That was a fan suggestion.
Yeah.
She doesn't even care. Like, she just typed it up. She was miserable.
How could she not be? We were asking if the operator ever bet a Negro. Just want to hear that.
Awful.
We made it work finally because that Jane girl's been calling our show here and there for the last month. So
apparently a friend.
All right, let's
fan of the show.
We got so much to do. I don't know where to go. Where you want to go? You want?
Just grab something, throw it in, and we'll laugh at it.
All right. It is a weird, slow news day. We took care of the politics. We took care of the golf is not a sport.
It was good.
We took care of pot talk in general today. A lot of pot talk today.
Where you talk like you're on pot, not talking about pot.
I understand that. Okay. Well, she makes it really easy for us, and we really try to not go here. But this time around, we can't help ourselves. Karen Meyer is back.
Karen Meyer. Love her.
We can't get enough of Karen Meyer, but we kind of think in a way it might be too easy and too mean. But, when she's doing something called Crip Slam Sundays, it is our job to play the audio.
What is it?
Crip Slam Sundays. Karen Meyer, of course, she's a news hooah from Chicago.
Jesus, you're trying to be nice?
A news hooah.
She does the, little human interest, disabled stories.
Well, she's deaf, and she's on the news.
She's deaf.
Which is just amazing to me. It's amazing to me.
They have to run subtitles under her reports, because you really can't understand what she's saying.
See, if Karen Meyer's allowed to do the news, then I should be allowed to just play on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Why is she on the news? Except for the fact it's something people talk about, and it's a freak show.
It's a gimmick.
It's a gimmick.
Style. A lot of these people have style. She has substance.
It's a gimmick.
How do you know if she has substance? You can't even understand what she's saying. You have to read. She makes you have to read the news.
That's right. You have.
If I want to read the news, I'd pick up the New York Times.
You're gonna have to read Pan's Labyrinth. You're gonna have to read. You had to read. I'm
not reading
Downfall.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Das Boot.
Guess what?
Das Boot. Read it.
Decide not to read those.
Just because she said, "Where are we quitting?" You have to understand she means Hillary.
Oh.
Mama. You have to understand that it's Barack Obama. All you got to do is listen to her. Listen with your heart, not with your ears.
She's making a mockery of us broadcasters. How about that?
What you, Opie?
She's making a mockery of the business.
Back through, Al.
What do you say, Al?
What do you say, Al? That make it through?
What do you say, Al?
Al?
What up, Opie?
That's a judgment call that Al's gonna have to make.
What do you say, Al?
He has no idea. He's throwing his arms up in the air. I don't know. It kind of sounded like it, I guess, with a W. So Karen,
what does she do a story on?
It's Crip Slam Sunday. She does the disability stories.
I don't know what Crip Slam Sunday is.
We're going to find out here.
No, we're not.
Is that anything?
Oh, yeah, I would love to know.
Is that anything like Blood Slam Tuesday?
Yeah, I'm thinking the Crips. Is it the Crips?
She's kind of ripping us off, telling Fred who, because back in the day, we started a thing called Crip Bouts.
Ah, yes, cripple fights.
cripple fights, and we want to call it Crip bouts. And someone reminded us that maybe you shouldn't show favoritism to the Crips.
Yeah.
And we're saying no, Crips as in cripples, but I guess it was too close, and it got people nervous. So we changed it into what, cripple bouts or something like that?
Yeah.
Something like that. All right. Well, she's doing Crip Slam Sundays. Well, it's live performances by people with disabilities about disabilities.
All right. See, you're right. We had to go here now. I got to hear this. This is like people performing, and they have disabilities, and their performances are based on their disabilities.
Correct.
Oh, I love this.
Remember this city.
Nothing better than a comic with CP or something that goes up. Or,
this city on
Ma Emma.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's despicable. And I want to hear every moment of it.
All right, here's Karen Meyer. She's out of Chicago, by the way.
It's the final countdown.
Why does it have to be bad 80s songs, by the way?
That's all they hear. They don't know what new music is.
Because that was the last time they heard. I get it, they're deaf now.
Oh, God.
Nate on me, Nate on me. Make me up, make on me, I'll be done, then I know too. Damn me, money, money, nine. Damn me, money, nine.
Come on, honey. I said, come on. Come on, honey. I swear, honey, you're lousy. I mean,
can someone do Kaja Gugu, please?
No, doom, da 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 doom, da 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 da. Are you watching? I can't tell. How's that? Did you watch? Are you by the mind? Mark night and Mark night and
Hey, man, if Mondays were deaf karaoke night, who wouldn't go? Who wouldn't go?
And the man made no way home. The doctor and the young. And the that thing, the don't have that thing. I don't know, I can't hear them.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
My ears are sealed. My ears are sealed.
You spin me.
Baby, baby, baby.
Lip it. Lip it good.
No. Don't do it. Bam, 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 do that. Don't do it. Man, don't bad.
Man, your mom, go.
Frankie said, I don't know.
So stupid.
Make me up. Me boy, you don't go. Cause I can hear them on the app and alarm clock. Wake me up.
I told him get me up. Before you know.
Can you do Tainted Love, please?
Dun 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 bim dun dun dun. Man, man.
Hit the table.
No, man. Yeah, why are they all bad 80s songs?
Yeah, Patrice. Wait, I got one here. This is an actual deaf person singing a song from back in the day, yeah.
Okay. Yes.
I got a new life. You would hardly recognize me. I'm so glad I'm a new person. I didn't bother. You're not the one for me.
Fancy talk for a whore.
Enough. I saw the sign. I opened up my eyes. I saw the sign.
You'll do what we tell you to do, you dirty, low-down slut.
Understanding. I saw the sign. You opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. No one's gonna drag you up to get into the light where you belong. You belong.
Hey, I smell bit. Yes, of course.
I
My job to say I smell bit. We should do deaf karaoke on the Opie and Anthony show. Is there any way we could like make people completely deaf where they can't hear themselves?
Of course, yeah.
Well, I mean earplugs and all that, but we got a lot. We got to go a lot further than that.
No, because you kind of still hear it resonating in your head.
That's the
like
problem,
they can't even hear that.
Oh, really? That's the difference?
Ice pick into the ears if anybody wants to do it. I think the lawyers will frown upon
I
it.
wanna be... No, you just know because you already know what you sound like. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why deaf people talk like that.
No, 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 they do, no, 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 it's really all I can say to you. No, no,
I wanna me.
What?
Your man, damn. You're gonna call my name.
I done it, but I can't hear the call.
Hey, let's go to Sean. Sean, what's up?
What's up, boys? How we doing?
All right, Sean.
I can't hear Mexican radio.
All right.
Punching out.
Oh, boy. There's always one.
Party's
There's
over.
always one.
Party's over.
What's up, Jim?
The bit is over. The bit is over. What's up, Jim?
This just isn't funny. My son's deaf. This is irreprehensible.
What?
Or irreprehensible.
Hey, are you the owner of this radio station that we're on?
No.
All right.
All right.
Then carry on with the bit.
You can't hear it.
But you know what? I bet you if
people
as long as you don't tell the son what happened today.
People are always defensive against
the thing that
the people.
Hits
his son would probably be rolling.
Yeah.
If he
heard it.
If he could.
No, what happens
then
when
he wouldn't be deaf.
99 loof balloons and deaf is not funny?
When you do a show like ours, the problem is everyone laughs until it hits too close to home. And then it's like, hey, I enjoy everything else you guys do.
Exactly.
But the deaf thing, not funny because I got
my son's a sissy swimmer. My son is deaf. It's like, all right, we get it. I'm diabetic. You still eat cookies.
All right, let's go to Dom.
I couldn't hear it through the grapevine. I couldn't hear it through the grapevine.
Let's go to Dom in Jersey. Dom.
Hey, what's up, guys? Love you.
Hey.
Hey, I wanted to hear what Domo Arigato Mr. Roboto would sound like. It probably would sound the same, no?
Yeah, no,
It's so stupid. That's why
it really is just
it ain't even about deaf people. It's so stupid.
All right,
just singing bad songs badly.
I'm not ready to give up on this idea. We got Pete in Boston. Pete, what's up?
Yeah, it's Keith.
All right, Keith, what's up? Maybe I'm deaf.
You could get the same sound if you do Novocaine karaoke.
Oh, dead in the mouth.
You know something?
How do we dead in the mouth?
Legally. We need a licensed dentist with Novocaine to just shoot it into people's mouths.
That's stuff they sell over the counter to make your mouth numb.
Nah, that doesn't work as good. I'm talking that when they got to work on your bottom teeth and they hit that nerve right at the jawbone where it just deadens half your face, do it to both sides and then have them sing karaoke.
Yeah.
You'll be wishing you didn't do that.
Oh, is that great?
Oh, man. Let's say hi to Carlin in Massachusetts. Carlin, what's up?
Hey, you mentioned deaf karaoke. There's actually a bar in Quincy, Mass. that has a deaf rapper on karaoke night.
Oh, wow. We need audio. Wow. We need audio.
I'll see what I can pull off the board. But, I mean, the guy starts and goes like 2 minutes past the end of the song because he just has no idea. He comes up with his own lyrics, just curses people out, and it has nothing to do with the song that he picked.
Up the police. Up the police.
What do you say, Al?
Al. A lot of judgment calls today, huh, Al? Let's go to Pedro in Brooklyn. Pedro.
Hey, Pedro.
Hey, One, good morning.
Wait, what's the line again?
Pedro.
Did you stick your finger in the peanut butter?
In the peanut butter. You know, he's cute. He's a nice guy.
I'm in love.
Fuck, you put your finger in the peanut butter. Fuck.
Yeah, I went old school for some people. Let's say hi to Pedro. What's up?
Hi, One. Let me just go with some punch out. I really did though.
More retarded than deaf, but good. Good.
Thank you.
Very good.
And I can't believe you didn't know Sledgehammer.
Oh, that was one. Oh, yeah.
I'm on a me. I'm on.
That is just so wrong.
Someone's suggesting, Rochester checking in finally. Rapper's Delight there.
all W's whip wop.
Is this what her story's about, by the way?
Oh, I forgot.
Is it even resembling what we're doing here?
What were we talking about? Oh, yeah.
We were talking about a little bit we want to do called break.
How do you numb the tongue? Matt, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
Hey, you know that stuff you put on your teeth when you got a tooth pain?
Mm-hmm.
You
Like
can put that all over
Ambisol?
your tongue.
Ambisol, huh?
Hello?
Like Ambisol?
We heard
What
you.
are you, deaf?
You can put that stuff all over your tongue, and it'll do the same exact thing as Novocaine.
He was all upset that we didn't hear him. Hello?
Hello?
I have something to say here, and we were answering you and talking to you. You're a douche.
Well, Gooch is always good for one. Gooch in Cleveland, what's up?
Oh, Mickey won a penny, you don't understand.
I don't know why it's got to be the awful 80s tunes. It just works better that way.
Yeah, they all funny.
The songs are just awful.
Well, this might work.
The mama in the middle of the night, moon, you money in your mind. Oh, you're not the morning, and world, they wanna have one. And well, they wanna have no anymore.
I like that. I had no clue what it was until the chorus.
Yeah. Let's go to, it looks like Cameron.
Yep, that's me.
Because everyone spells Cameron, Camorn.
Camorn.
That could mean one thing. Craig is on the phones today. What's up, Camorn?
I got an idea for you. How about Chubby Bunny karaoke?
Chubby Bunny karaoke. Do we have any marshmallows? Yeah, let's.
I guess that does make sense.
E-Rock,
I mean, they could shove in their ears.
E-Rock, throw some marshmallows in your mouth and see if you could sing some bad 80s song. We want to see if this will work. We'll test it out on the show.
Certainly taking our chances with the E-Rock marshmallow bit.
Good point. Debbie, Rhode Island, what's up?
Have him sing She Blinded Me with Science.
Oh, wow.
Not even just sing it regular, but have the deaf people just make the sound. Woo woo.
But
oh boy, we got Helen.
That's what they're doing, all the noise.
Dying. They're not the mother, they're beautiful.
Dying. Oh my God. Die. They do all the noises too. Wait a minute. If they're going to do, they might as well go. Too
good.
Atom folding.
All right, we got a dentist checking in. We're not giving up on this bit yet. Jay, the dentist, what's up?
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
I heard y'all talking about getting the bottom teeth numb. You get the tongue numb on that side of the face when you do it. So if you numb up both sides of the face.
Well, we want to do this legally, sir.
That's legal?
What's that?
That's legal. I don't know how ethical it would be for a dentist to administer Novocaine for a contest. But I couldn't see it being illegal.
Oh, it's not illegal. Not at all. I don't see any problem.
Could be a drastic tongue-biting incident that might...
Hell, let's get a dentist to do this for us.
Yeah.
Yep, they as long as they sign the papers and stuff, I don't see any problem.
Right. See, there's another show that said as long as the releases are signed, we're fine.
You're damn right. All right, thanks, guys.
Isn't there a part of the brain we can just push Novocaine into that would numb the entire head?
I
Can't we just hit him on the side of the head with a ball-peen hammer?
I think so far marshmallows is...
Marshmallows. But they could choke.
All right, listen. We'll get into the Karen Meyer story, I guess. That's
where it all came from.
Meyer.
She's in Chicago, deaf reporter on the news, and she does this thing called Crip Slam Sundays. We'll have some audio from that next.
I bet it's poetry.
Poetry?
Yeah, they call it.
Slam. Yeah, it could be.
I bet it's poetry.
Well, it's all sorts of different disabilities, though, and they have to use their disabilities in a artistic way.
Crip Slam.
Yeah. We'll figure it out next. It's the Opie and Anthony Show.
It's the Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony virus.
Good morning. You're checking out the Opie and Anthony Show. The O&A virus spreading across America. Talking about deaf karaoke. Patrice brought up a very interesting point that they just know 80 songs for whatever reason.
Yeah, for some reason. I don't know why.
A lot of people are saying
makes it better.
A lot of people are saying we should use hot sauce to numb the tongue, and then we could do deaf karaoke.
I don't think it works as good as Novocaine. That's
you know
for
what?
sure.
I eat hot sauce.
That's why we had the Opie and Anthony Institute, the Opie and Anthony Labs. We'll try out some things, and we'll bring it to you in the very near future.
We experiment.
But a lot of people, they want to hear one more song, and they're saying, Queen.
Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma mia. Mamma mia, mamma mia. Oh my God. Jesus I don't wanna die. Oh damn, that's just so dumb. Ooh, I can never listen to it. And the bum bum no but the dumb me. Wait, do it again. Do that one. Mamma mia, mamma mia.
money, me make the night. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Now out of here. I have to go.
Oh, my God.
Isn't that horrible? Wait, you gotta get right out of here. I got to go.
Time to go.
Oh, holy crap.
Mamma mia.
Mamma mia, mamma.
You forgot.
Oh,
yeah, that's a classic.
Oh, jeez.
The best part was when he slowed it down.
Well, the end gets very calm.
Nothing really matters. Deaf queen to deaf queen all. Me, what you?
Money on my mind, and the band, and banana band, you been then your man under the bed.
Everybody. Oh. Oh my God.
Me da 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 my best. Me di do to the end. Da da da.
Wait, this is so obscure. Wes. Oh, you don't know that? Remember Flash Gordon? They did the whole.
Oh my God! Yeah. Oh yeah, there are some obscure ones.
Oh.
Oh wow.
Oh God. Oof.
Let's say hi to Ken in Jersey. Ken, what's up?
How you doing, guys? I pulled like 7 abdominal muscles. I can't even think right now. How about that horrible Celine Dion Titanic song?
Good enough to know the words.
We got another good one. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's perfect for today. Ebony and Ivory, yes.
Me nan nino nanane me amanoon nan good.
Hey,
and everyone nan with.
We might have one more. Mike from Deer Park. Mike, what's up?
Yo, what's going on?
Hey,
Trees. If you're gonna have two retards singing together, you might as well have them sing "Paradise by the Dance."
Oh, forget it,
man. And all the kids that do, they will beat them in my time. And I'm about to all that time. And I'm about to do, and I'm about to my the boat that the dead on the end of the night. Don't let the man do that. Oh,
oh my God.
Man, the I can think Belly round the tub to pick them up. Holy cow, stolen bait.
Oh. Oh, God.
That's why I bow to you. I bow to Anthony.
Oh, man.
I'm a Meatloaf fan.
Oh, boy. Let's say hi to Joe in Pennsylvania. Joe, what's up? Joe?
Joe. Don't.
I will always
That's horrible. Stop it. No way.
I know what it is.
What?
I know what song it is. Stop the song.
What song?
Baby, I love you. Hey.
No. It's a bit of an
Yeah.
It sounds like...
I dare you, baby, I love you. Hey.
Really?
Absolutely.
I'm thinking Patience by Guns N' Roses.
Baby, I love
or a little
whatever that song is.
Poison or something.
You know, baby, I love whatever that song is.
Let's start over?
Zaro,
Yeah.
that's what song it is.
We've been trying to figure this out during the break.
A deaf person?
I was listening to the
It's
music.
on YouTube.
What's the music?
I can't hear that.
Wait, no. You gotta keep going.
I am. I'm just stopping for a sec because someone else is saying knocking on heaven's door.
Knock. No, it's
there's
not
not
knocking on
enough
heaven.
repetition there.
It's baby, I love whatever that song is. Baby,
All right,
I love. I don't even know what that song is. You gotta listen to the chorus. Listen to the music.
What the hell is that?
I'm not sold on Baby, I Love Your Way.
No.
I'm not sold on it, Patrice.
No.
I might be wrong.
I don't know what that is. Do we know what song that is?
I'm thinking it's baby, I love you.
Well, we'll
I thought I had it.
Wow, I have no idea.
Because it might not be it because I was waiting for the chorus, but I'm
it
listening to
has
the
that,
music.
like, you know, Guns N' Roses unplugged sound. Is he playing his own guitar?
Does it at all?
Well, the guitar.
The guitar is very generic.
Well, maybe
just
like
kind of bling, bling,
kind of like generic.
a couple
80s
of chords,
type
and you
thing.
just
the power ballad of the 80s.
yeah.
It's got to be some kind of 80s song, no? Let's go to Lou. What's up, Lou? You're on the Opie and Anthony show.
Yeah, what's up, man? I was wondering what it would sound like if Horatio from CS5 was deaf.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it would sound like. All you'd hear. There'd be no funny little statement, nothing.
All right, Dan, what's up?
Seemed to me, Bank, I didn't hear a word you said.
What's up, buddy?
I believe I can fly.
People just enjoy doing it. I don't know why. I don't know what's so fun about doing it.
All right,
Just this.
Someone else is saying it's knocking on heaven's door. Paul,
No.
Staten Island, what's up?
What's going on, guys? That's definitely knocking on heaven's door.
You can hear knocking on heaven's door in there?
Maybe not the chorus.
But not the chorus, though. That's what I'm saying. There's a chorus.
I don't know that anymore.
Someone might have the answer. Thank you, Paul. I'm thinking knocking on heaven's door myself until I saw this. Greg, what's up?
Angie from the Rolling Stones. That's what it sounds like.
Is the guitar work, Angie?
No, it doesn't sound like that.
Yeah, because he would be screaming.
Let's hear it one more time. Angie, let me hear. I doubt it.
Well, I like that version better anyway.
All right, here it is again. else is saying Wild Horses by the Stones.
Take it to the Institute and pitch it down. That is a mystery. Doesn't sound like any of the songs.
It sounds like it could be like 10 different songs.
Yeah.
Oh man, we got a puzzle on our hands.
I know, this is gonna bug me. It's bugging me right now listening to it.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna try to figure out what that is tomorrow on the Opie and Anthony show. How about that?
And we never even got to the
Karen Meyer thing?
The catalyst of this whole thing.
We'll do the Karen Meyer thing tomorrow on this side of the show. We got lots of other things to do on the other side of the Opie and Anthony show today.
Right.
When we go over to XM Satellite Radio. All right, Karen Meyer. She's a reporter out of Chicago. She's deaf, and she does disability stories. It's just terrific on so many levels.
They have to run subtitles, too.
That's not exploitative. But yeah, if we make fun of it, it's awful. It's amazing.
So she doesn't report other stuff. She just reports disability.
Right. Just handicapped stories. I know how
great is this? This is the modern day freak show.
Yeah, no, I think.
But they make believe it's. If
they're going to do that, then the dark side has a right to take a whack at it.
Well, I think she should do it, but I think that she should be forced to wear like a Raggedy Andy wig and just kind of make goofy duh noises.
Duh. How can you not make fun of this? I don't get it.
That's so cynical. Let's get a deaf woman, but have her always talk about retarded people.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, she started
retarded people.
She started a series called Crip Slam Sundays.
We don't know what that is yet.
They're live performances by people with disabilities, and they use their disabilities or talk about their disabilities.
Still have no idea what it is.
All right, well, let's listen to the audio. Here's Karen Meyer out of Chicago.
The theater marks the return of Crip Slam Sundays.
This is an innovative series of live performances by and about people with disabilities. Karen Meyer joins us with more. Karen?
Stuffy up. What?
I mean, come on.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they run subtitles underneath because how are you understanding that?
Yes.
Yeah. You can't understand her.
Yes.
So why not just run the subtitles?
It's the news, and she's on. Why is she on it?
No, that's just they're exploiting her.
She should only be on the news. They should pan to like a body in the street with a sheet over and a stop sign that she didn't see that she just waltzed through, or a don't walk signal like being shown.
You could still see, Jim.
No, but you couldn't hear the horn beeping.
Right.
Okay.
The car barreled out of
Sure. Useless.
Yeah. And about people with disabilities. Karen Meyer joins us with more. Karen?
Stuffy up.
I can't get past that.
Dummy. Did you call her Stuffy?
Oh my God.
What?
Here's the thing is that when somebody talks like that in any other context, like whatever, they're in a line and trying to get their Starbucks, it's not funny.
No.
Okay? It's just the person doing their best to communicate with a handicap. But when you say, here's a reporter, Karen Myers,
and now to Karen Meyer. What? She's a news. What? Like there's some job.
Funny.
I would love to be an astronaut. I probably couldn't.
Yep.
I don't fit the criteria.
I love that you said probably. There's still a little part of you thinking, you know what?
I just want to be an astronaut.
You know what?
That's all I ever wanted to do.
Little boyish Anthony.
I want to be a fighter pilot.
Yeah. But also,
it ain't gonna happen.
You don't have a fundamental disability that precludes you from that either.
Yeah, I probably do.
Yeah.
I'm retarded.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Don't ask, don't tell.
No, but it's like, I want to see her and her husband in bed at night with him with a megaphone by her ear whispering sweet nothings.
All right, come on, let's get back into
She's deaf. Tee.
Her ears don't work at all.
Oh, they're awful. They should have police tape across them. There's a crime committed by nature in here.
Karen Meyer joins us with more. Karen?
Philadelphia, the solo performances by renowned Chicago actress Teki Lominsky kicked off the 2007.
Anybody?
Teki Lominsky?
Why don't deaf
I have
people
no
always
idea.
lisp?
What?
They always lisp. Why don't they know that? Because they're all gay.
Because they're all they are. It's just a weird coincidence. God. 2 strikes by God. Deaf gay jerk.
I bet when they hired her, when she said she was deaf, they thought she was like DEF. They're like, all right, well, she'll help the blacks.
Wow.
And then they're like, well, we can't fire her now.
She can't. It's not the type of job. It's great. A lot of people probably want to be newscasters.
You know what? If she pulled it together and you could understand her, even then it would be like, all right.
She pulled it together.
She's a really
she can
good
do
reporter.
It. Yeah.
She seems to really dig in and get her.
She got the instincts.
Yeah, but there's no.
They're distracted at that.
They're doing it for shock value.
Yeah.
Period.
Philadelphia, the solo performances by renowned Chicago actress Teki Lominsky kicked off the 2007 series of Crip Slam Sunday with a hilarious tour in a hot springs commune in Northern California. That is clothing optional.
When I first got here, all that was going through my head is...
All I heard was clothing optional.
Yeah, you know,
I guess what you're about to hear is a woman that's 3'5" and she has no problem getting naked, possibly on the stage, and then making fun of her body.
I guess.
Something?
All I know is the newscast is hearing optional.
You know, the other thing is, too, like, if it's supposed to be uplifting or, break a barrier for deaf people can't hear her either.
Yeah, they're not being inspired.
No, they can't hear it.
I wish I could be inspired by this, but I can't hear a thing.
If every deaf person got their hearing and listened to her, they'd go, please get her off. She's embarrassing us.
This is terrible.
So the hearing, only people with hearing have to suffer that, and no one benefits except for the guy who runs that station who thinks it's funny is like we do.
Has a gag. Yeah, it's his gag report.
Well, the deaf people, because they lip read a lot of them, and they're probably watching going, who is this lispy, mush-mouthed idiot?
Oh, because she not talks.
What is she?
Because there are deaf people that can speak.
Yeah,
she's not one of them. Out of all, if you're going to have a deaf reporter, they probably audition people and they're like, she doesn't sound deaf enough.
Not
like
deaf
somebody
enough.
came in with really good,
perfect one.
Yeah, but kind of like sounded too not deaf.
Yeah.
And they should have like the people with the Hubble telescope in their ears, hearing aids. You know. Like big hearing aids, and then you could pull it off with the talking.
Yeah.
You obviously know they're deaf because of the hearing aids, but they can communicate.
Right.
This woman, does she have hearing aids?
She sounds awful. That's why she.
Because that's what always amazed me too is deaf people with thousands of dollars worth of hearing aid equipment and they still can't hear. It's like why are you walking around with that?
You just want to walk up and bang cymbals next to their ears.
Yes, you're not hearing
Watch
this.
them not react.
All right. Let's get back to it. So this performer, she's 3'5" and she's naked, I believe.
Ew.
All that was going through my head is, these people are normal. A little saggy here.
If her parents knew, you know what would have been going through her head? A hanger. 3'5" as an adult, just buried alive.
That is clothing.
Poor little feller.
When I first got here, all that was going through my head is, these people are normal. A little saggy here, a little flabby there. Different.
The 3'5" tall actress is sharing her personal feelings about her body image.
Right.
How I was able to take off my clothes and feel good about myself.
Some kid stole the clothes for her Barbie.
I thought that it was going to be really weird because I'm different. I have a disability, so my body is different from other people's bodies. And then I realized once I took my clothes off, that put us all on equal ground, and the whole thing is really about
it made people
our
vomit.
souls and what's
Not the
inside
ground
and
being
not our
equal. That's the
body.
problem. It's the tops of your head with other people's
knees.
Do you know what would be great is in the middle of that interview if some foreign maintenance man just walked in and just picked her up and opened a trash can and put her in and walked out while she was talking without any anger or rancor, just because
throw her away
because it's where she belongs.
Just very matter of fact. This needs to be done.
Whistling, he ignores the camera and the lights and the person holding the microphone and just drops her in the garbage and walks out.
that put us all on equal ground, and the whole thing is really about our souls and what's inside, and not our bodies at all.
Yeah,
except for your body's the part people have to look at.
Yeah, that's the freak show.
Yeah.
Because if you're getting up on stage and you take your clothes off, you got to be either a hot chick for people to be interested. Hot chick at a strip club or something. Or a freak that you want to see naked.
Yeah, exactly.
I would go to see this just to see a
3'5" girl naked.
See what that looks like naked.
Yeah.
See if everything's proportioned. See if it just looks like this giant like.
We did try that day.
Yeah, we tried to get a midget naked one day, and she ended up crying, and it was really just bad.
No, wait a minute. It's not awful. She called us and said she wanted to become a stripper.
No,
she never stripped before. She was a midget about 4 foot tall tops. And we're like, well, why don't you come in, try it out on us, and maybe we'll give you some pointers. We've been to some strip clubs in our day.
Oh, totally. Then.
And so she gets on the console. We start up the music that she picked out, and she starts stripping. And next thing you know, she just starts bawling.
We're like, could you take
her fault?
Because we're asking her to take more off. She took like her top off, and she's in her bra and panties on this console, and it just looked like...
That's when it started to suck for her, just that one.
Oh, yeah. Because then we started noticing,
And we weren't mocking her. We were just fascinated.
Midgets' bodies, just things are poking out all over the place. They got those bow legs and stuff, and she's just standing there with those little Popeye arms, and we're telling her, all right, now lose the bra, and she's like slowly, and then we just see tears coming out of her eyes, and
forget it.
Strap.
You know what?
Yeah.
I did a show in Buffalo with Nick DiPaolo once. We were working in some club, and as people are filing out past us after the show, and there's this midget. This woman waddles by, and she says to Nick, "You were great." And then she looks at me and she goes, "You were pretty good. Not that funny."
Oh.
And I realized, see, she's a midget and she got loads and loads, overload of therapy in her life. And they told her, you should just go out there and you're like anybody.
Say whatever you want.
Be confident.
Have all the confidence of everybody.
I wanted to tell her, everybody who loves you is wrong. You should be ashamed of your ugly little body.
They're faking it.
You should be too inhibited to talk to people, you small idiot.
You should have.
I just saw the video. It's up on opieandanthony.com there, E-Rock.
Oh, yeah?
Under Nicole Starr, the naked
E-Rock,
midget.
Why is it not up on that monitor?
We got her topless, actually. I don't remember it that way. I thought she... I guess when she finally realized what she did, she started bawling. This is her right here.
Was it any surprise that girl only liked half the show, Lou? Of course she did.
By the way, something interesting in the background. That's Colin Hanks and Jack Black. They were in studio that day.
Right.
And they are staring at a topless midget right now.
Her breasts are nice.
Look, there's Jack Black.
Looks all right from what I can see. I don't have a point of reference. You need to have like a normal size person.
Yeah. You gotta have like a dime next to her.
She looks regular, then a toy poodle walks by and it's the same height.
Let's go to Ryan.
A Great Dane.
We got one of these today. Ryan in Buffalo. What's up, Ryan?
Great Dane carries her off in his mouth.
Can't do this. This is just awful.
What?
It's unethical. It's immoral. You can't do it.
You don't mean that.
Uh-huh.
I do. Why would you do such a thing?
Are you still watching? Are you still listening to the show?
Yeah.
All right. Say no more. Say no more. All right. Back to Karen Meyer. E-Rock, what are you saying?
In the audio for that clip, Opie's in the background he's laughing. He goes, "What happened to your father?" And I think that's what set her off crying.
Oh, no, you didn't.
No, stop. I wouldn't say that.
What happened to your father?
You absolutely would.
I don't know. I don't remember the circumstances. Maybe there was
It's out of context.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it was funny.
All right, Karen Meyer. Crip Slam Sunday started last year, so more info on this showcase she does.
The idea of having Crip Slam Sundays started last spring after Bodies Diverse, the Disability Arts and Culture Festival. Sandy Shinner is the Associate Artistic Director.
What?
Oh, Associate what director?
What?
She's got an ugly voice. Like you can hear the mustache in her voice. It's like an ugly voice. Just in every way, if you're picking someone to broadcast, this is the wrong person.
What did she say?
Associate.
Sandy Shinner is the associate artistic director.
Oh, the
We
spit.
didn't want it to just fade away after the bodies of work and the huge push that had been in for that festival. So we wanted to extend the events and hopefully extend the audience and bring them into Victory Gardens around the calendar.
Techie's Clothing Optional is the first of 4 series scheduled for this winter and spring.
We hope to have maybe 5 events each year with different performers, different readings, different artists coming and talking about their work in different...
The applause in the back is when the girl put her clothes back on.
Finally.
What's with shit? Like, why so much?
I don't know.
Is it saliva or just earwax that had nowhere to go, nothing to do?
The thing is that
Just backing up.
you can't criticize somebody who's doing that. Like, the problem with putting somebody like that in that job is that you can no longer go like, is she a good reporter?
Yeah.
Do you have any skills?
Yeah.
She sounds lazy. She's not compelling to listen to. She stinks.
Yeah, there's no, like, emotion to her voice. She's not getting into the thing, like, you know.
The fact that God doesn't love her is only the beginning of the problem. After that, it's all her fault.
Let's go to Pat in New York. Pat, what's up?
Pat?
What's going on, guys?
Hey.
All right, I got a great spin on this. You should have the interns try to translate what she's saying without the subtitles.
Well, that's not a bad idea.
How funny would that be?
Yeah, if you listen to her a few times, you can kind of get the hang of it.
Really?
A little. There are a few words that are impossible.
Well, you don't
I
have
heard,
that
like, associate and director
You
before.
don't have that option when you're watching the news.
No,
You know it works even better? People that can talk.
Yeah, people that can talk and actually be reporters.
Right.
It's just showing the rest of the reporters, too, like, wow, that I really don't have a job that is worth anything.
Why doesn't Karen Meyer get a job like working like in Madison Square Garden, setting up like the things that they have to wear their earbuds for so they don't get
Anything you need ear protection for, she can do and save the cost of the ear protection.
She should work next to a jackhammer.
Jackhammer, dynamiting mountainsides for highways.
Yeah, if that's a tarmac, she should be waving planes and they would have to waste money on those things.
Imagine how weird that would be. You look out the window and go, wow, she doesn't even have those orange little headphones on. She's just waving the plane in.
Yeah.
Of course, another one's hitting her because you can't hear a 747 come up behind her. It snuck up on me. I bet it did.
Let's go to Chris in Jersey. Chris.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Long time listener. Yo, that last caller that called up and said he was offended by what you guys were saying, he's probably a midget, number one. And number two, this is the funniest friggin' show I've ever listened to on the way to work, man. You guys suck.
Thank you. Spread the word for us, will you? That's how the O&A virus works.
Thank you very much.
Let's go to Jared in the Bronx. Jared.
What's going on?
Hey.
Just a quick question. When she talks, is it like that bouncy ball on the bottom to translate the road when you do karaoke?
Follow the bouncing ball.
Follow the bouncing ear.
Just an ear with the red circle and slash through it. Just bouncing on the word.
All right, we got the last clip here for today. Karen Meyer is deaf, and it makes me laugh, whatever that means. We'll find out, I guess.
Quip Slam Sundays is part of the theater's Access Project, which is responsible for making the theater accessible for patrons with disabilities.
We want to make sure that everyone can come.
Yeah.
Anyone with a disability can come and enjoy the Crip Slam Sunday presentations.
The sun's out. Oh, come on. Take off that swimsuit. If I can do it, you can.
Keep it on. You're a freak.
Starts at 7:30 p.m. at Victory Gardens Greenhouse. You can always go to our website, abc7chicago.com. It's this Sunday, January 28th.
All right, thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Go to our website. I always end up, it's like a porno site. I screwed up. I got like spyware on my computer now.
It's like somebody threw a bunch of consonants in her mouth. Like, tumbling out every time.
You might as well just punch the keyboard and add .com because that's about what she did.
She said,
right.
Gargling with alphabet soup. Could you say something of substance, you silly goose?
And the reporters, the other newswomen, they seem bothered coming out of that story. Like, oh, thanks, Karen.
Thanks, Karen.
When is this gag going to be over with?
Who wants to watch a 3'5" woman naked? Pedophiles enjoy that lady. She's terrible.
All right.
Like I said, freak show factor, you would want to see that, but there's no artistic thing going on where it's like, wow, people are really, like this woman's delusional. She's like, wow, you know, I'm so confident, and if I'm naked up here, it shows that, look, we're all the same, and we have, no, It's sitting there going, I want to see a freak naked. That's it.
The value of naked people on stage is very basic.
Yeah.
There's no nuance to that.
Yeah. No.
You're either, aroused or laughing.
Or laughing hysterical. Right.
You're not learning.
You're not learning.
Yeah.
My mind is just broadening with that naked midget.
Fantastic. I'm learning something about myself here.
Yeah. We got a request coming in from Craig in Florida. Craig, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Love the show. Yeah, I just want to hear you guys do David Caruso do a Karen Meyer.
Karen Meyer
style.
/ David Caruso?
Yeah.
Let me think here.
I have no idea what to say as Karen Meyer.
Doesn't have to make sense.
Oh, Mephank, it's not your to say that, but
All right.
As good as you get.
We'll play What Did We Learn on the Opie and Anthony Show.
You little parrot.
Maybe get into Tyra Banks a little bit. Don't forget Lucky Louie on DVD starting today.
Get it.
Louis C.K. in studio today. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. All right, deaf karaoke. Speaking of bad singing.
Yes, please.
We're on to this deaf karaoke thing. And we got 2 dentists that will numb up some tongues and lips and stuff. So
yeah, it's kind of a play on the deaf karaoke thing because they kind of, they don't sound good when they're singing. It sounds like marble in the mouth. So hopefully we can get dentists, shoot up some jaws with some Novocaine, and have people try to do karaoke when the tongue is in the mouth.
To bad 80s songs.
Yeah, to bad 80s songs.
Yeah.
Dentists?
Dentist.
What's wrong, Jimmy?
I get scared of dentists.
No, don't get scared.
Are they coming in the studio?
No.
Oh, yeah, Jimmy. They're definitely going to be in studio.
Oh, no.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Are you scared today?
He gets really scared,
Like
Anthony.
a little rabbit being chased by a hound dog.
He's just a little boy still. Inside, he's still a little boy, and he gets scared and nervous.
Inside, I'm a little cadaver.
I'm finally past that. Like I said earlier, 18 straight hours. You're still going strong, man. 18 straight hours.
Smell like Barbaro's heel.
Let's go to Mike in Jersey. Mike?
Buddies, guys, you got to play the Bohemian Rhapsody deaf with the Shwoogie and the Sweat Hog. Please play that. Oh, my God. That's better than Ace of Base. I was doing all yesterday.
Did you like the version that Steve put together to the music?
Yeah, please.
All right, we'll play that.
The Shwoogie and the Sweat Hog. I love it.
Yeah. It's the Sweat Hog.
Of course.
All right, here we go. Here's some more deaf karaoke. Achy, breaky, heart.
Oh.
You never were my girl. You can spend my clothes up when I'm gone. You can tell your fire, just what I put up in, and I can take a family on the phone. You can tie my arms, go back into the fire. You can tell my feet to hit the floor. Oh, you can tie my lips, the time I think it's good. They will be reaching out there, you know more. But darling, tie my heart, my achy, breaky heart. I just don't think it understand. And if you tie my heart, my achy, breaky heart, that's the goodest thing.
It can't be fun.
Yeah, how could
You're just reading. You're not hearing the music or anything.
Yeah. That's all right.
She had to have. She's not completely deaf because she knew. Don't break my heart. Ba ba ba.
Oh yeah, she knew the tune. Yeah, that's
you don't
true.
just create that. You know, she would be just going, my heart, my achy, breaky heart, and she would just be saying it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
How the hell does that happen?
I don't know.
It's cheating.
Yeah, we don't like that one.
Exactly.
That one's just sad.
We're not going to make believe we like it.
Yeah.
That one sucked. That
Talk about how great it is.
That wasted air.
That was great. Keep saying it enough, everyone will think so.
All right, we're going to go to break with Bohemian Rhapsody.
Ooh.
This just took on a life of its own. Out of nowhere, we were doing, Patrice and Anthony, for the most part, were doing, and some of the listeners, were doing deaf karaoke featuring 80 songs. And then someone suggested you do it to Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. Yeah. And then they just went off for about 15 minutes. And Steve took the raw audio and came up with this fine little thing.
Mm-hmm.
Put it all together for everybody.
The National Association of the Deaf and the Opie and Anthony Show are proud to bring you a heartwarming presentation. Stone Cold Deaf, a hearing-impaired tribute to the music of Queen. Listen and cringe as a room full of genetic defectives attempts to sing a classic Queen melody and fails miserably. God just doesn't want some people to sing. Shut up, cauliflower ears. Hey, candy dish ears, stop interrupting and let the other guy sing.
Mamma mia, mamma mia, mamma
You're gonna wish your ears were busted too after hearing this. That's why each CD comes with a free ice pick.
You gotta get right out of here. I got to go.
Call 1-800. Huh? What? That's 1-800-HUH-WHAT and order your copy of Stone Cold Deaf. $5 from every purchase will be donated to a special fund which supplies deaf citizens with alarm clocks, books on tape, concert tickets, and iPods. For more information on this compilation or how to get involved in the deaf community, go to www.godstrippedmeofmyhearingandmywilltoliveisfollowingquickly.com.